It's thinking. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Rochelle Roach. I'm the pharmacist here at C Pharmacy and Culinary. We're doing something new today. We're going to try streaming our videos on YouTube Live instead of Facebook Live. So let's see how that goes. Anyways, I'm very excited. Today we have Nicoletta. Has been here before making orabite. What did you call that? What's the real name?
Corneo alla cacciatoria.
Yes,
so
it was such a
Calabrese
lovely
rabbit. Yeah.
Calabrese rabbit. It was so lovely. And Noreen, I don't know if you've been on YouTube Live, I think, or at least Facebook Live. Times
yes,
cooking.
Facebook Live probably.
So Noreen is one of our kitchen experts here. She's not officially a chef, works the kitchen quite a bit. And today they're going to work together. So we got our hands on some Ontario eggplants, and they were gorgeous. And we thought, well, in Sudbury, I mean, I never ate an eggplant. I'm French Canadian. I don't know anything about eggplants, but they looked so gorgeous, and they were grown in an Ontario greenhouse in St. David's. Which, hey, I was just in St. David's. Like, well, yeah, this weekend because that's near Niagara. Oops, sorry.
Oh, give me a sticker.
Give you a sticker. I was all over Southern Ontario this morning, so that's grown in a greenhouse down there.
This week, not this morning.
Yeah, this week. Yeah, this week. This morning I'm here.
You made
this morning I'm here.
it.
I made it back. Made it back from St. David's. Anyways, lots of greenhouses down there growing all kinds of produce. So here at Seasons Pharmacy, we're a pharmacy. I'm a pharmacist. I think drugs are really good, and I'm really happy we live in the modern world. But food is medicine, and we're all taught that what we eat really matters. And so in our pharmacy, we have a kitchen. It's a demonstration kitchen. Today we're demonstrating all things eggplant. So Nicoletta, what are you doing? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Nicoletta. I work in alternative healthcare. I have a passion for food, though, much like yourself. So I do think food is medicine. Being Italian, we're one of the longest lived people. So we really equate that to the Mediterranean diet, eating together and food. So I love doing this. This is my happy place, being with other people, cooking with other people. Today we're going to do preserved eggplant. So this is something I grew up with, and it's really wonderful. If you have more eggplants than you could shake a stick at, you could really reduce them, and they're starting to maybe get a little bit sad. You could really reduce them in size and then put them in your pantry. So that's what I like about this.
That's awesome. And then my other good idea for eggplants, because the only other sort of thing I'd ever done with eggplants was go to Mike's cousin's Greek restaurant, and they make amazing moussaka. So we found this wonderful cookbook here. It's propped up for us. So Noreen's going to be working through this. It's a Flavors of Greece by Rosemary Barron. And I've done a lot of recipes from this book, and I think it's fun. It's missing pictures, but the words are descriptive enough. And so there you go. So Noreen's going to work her way kind of through that. And they're just going to talk about eggplants and banter among themselves. I'm going back to the pharmacy department to do some work. But I'm smelling everything. You know, onions and garlic makes the world a happy place. That's the number one thing I got to say. And we even have a live studio audience. So if the live studio audience wants to make some questions or comments, you know, you're welcome to do that.
That's you.
That's you.
You're the live studio audience.
We have one live studio, very enthusiastic.
Yes,
so.
well, we're located in Sudbury, Ontario. It's spring finally, and we're dreaming of eggplants and the Mediterranean Sea. But, you know, our lakes and rivers are going to unthaw very shortly. So
They shall.
It'll be almost
It'll be good. Yeah,
it'll be good. All right, I'm stepping out, guys.
Awesome.
I'm going to be looking forward to eating later.
This is going to be so much fun.
It is, okay.
Yes,
All right,
okay.
onwards, guys.
So what do you want to do? Can I introduce my ingredients and then all the tools that you will need? This is the easiest thing on the face of the planet to do. So a quick Google search told me that if you get an eggplant that's a little bit smaller like this is an Italian eggplant, aka Sicilian eggplant. That's also what you had, though. We just had, how many did you use for your recipe? 5?
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I used 4.
4. Yeah, I used 4, then this one will be 5. So I have some that are already being squished, and you'll see what that means in just a moment. So 5 of these, but I mean, you could do as many as little as 1 and as many as you like, really. So eggplant, that's the star of the show. Dry oregano, yes, it has to be dry. Chili flakes. Alternatively, you could have a fresher chili. That'll work just fine. Garlic, yes, it has to be fresh. And olive oil, not extra virgin. This is one of the only scenarios where, or maybe preserving other stuff. But anyways, you want olive oil, not extra virgin olive oil. Okay, and I'll explain that to you in just a moment. Plates, some bowls, and of course, like jars, like sanitized jars, okay? So step number 1 is we're going to cut the eggplant. So just cut off the head of the eggplant. And for this recipe, we are actually going to take off the skin of the eggplant. The skin of the eggplant is really wonderful, but when you are preserving it, it does tend to leave a bitterness or a little bit of a grassy flavor profile. So we just want to discard that. But here at Seasons Pharmacy, Rochelle has some compost and some things for your chickens, so we can leave so nothing is really going to waste today, which is really lovely.
It's the joy of the chicken bucket.
The joy of the chicken bucket. So I'm just peeling this, and you should be using a peeler, but I don't like using peelers for this eggplant.
It's a little soft, huh?
It's a little soft. Oh, you've had the same experience then, yeah.
Do more damage than.
That's it, yeah. So I just like, this is a really beautiful, beautifully sharp chef's knife that I have. I have to say, someone sharpens them regularly, because the ones at my house aren't quite as sharp as this.
And I am just doing the prep, chopping the onion, getting everything ready to assemble. I have also, which is off, almost in camera, in the shot is a strainer with sliced eggplant, about a 1/4 inch thick slices, which I've salted and layered in order to let them sweat and get rid of some of the existing moisture. And that's where I'm at. I only did that to fill up while you were peeling.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just removing some of the remaining skin here. So we just about have a naked eggplant. So this is our naked eggplant, and what I like to do is I like to cut it. Some people like.
I just thought of an emoji.
Oh, the eggplant. Cheese. Cheese and crackers.
Cheese and crackers when you said naked.
Okay, well, but this is the eggplant without the skin on. Some people like really long ribbons. I like to have them a little bit shorter, so I'll cut my eggplant in half, just like this. Okay, and then we're gonna stand it upright and then cut it into these smaller slices. Don't ask me how many inches, 1/4 inch, about that size. What is that?
That's almost a 1/2 inch. 1/4 inch. Oh yeah, this side. 1/4 inch. You're right. You are.
Okay, yeah. So I guess a 1/4 inch in size.
There we go.
And then we're going to cut them into matchsticks, maybe a little bit smaller. So to do that, I'm just going to stack my slices, and then we'll cut them vertically into matchsticks.
Which basically gives you a lot of surface area to absorb.
Is that what it is?
During the pickling process, or
So
during the curing, yeah.
It's also very nice though too. I feel like they just go nicely on sandwiches and stuff like that when they're that size.
And they're delicate.
And they're delicate, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna take a second to cut these. Place them in a bowl.
All right. This will be nice on a nice outdoor picnic.
That's right.
Muffaletta sandwich.
A muffaletta sandwich.
On a picnic because it's so beautiful. That's a what?
Fun word.
That's a fun word.
It is a fun
Muffaletta.
word. That's a very New Orleans. The Sicilians in New Orleans invented the muffaletta sandwich.
Neat. Little bit of muffaletta trivia.
Right?
Basically, hollow out a round bread and shove a bunch of meat in it, and pickles and eggplant and
Olives.
all that stuff, and then put a brick on it.
I actually had a prop for a muffaletta sandwich. I went to New Orleans and I did have a muffaletta sandwich. It was very nice. It's very American Italian.
Yes. Okay. Neato.
But it shows how food will evolve with the times, right? Or evolve with the location,
Climate.
That's it.
And I was just thinking that, I mean, moussaka is basically the Greek lasagna in my mind, or Greek, not lasagna, pardon me, shepherd's pie.
Oh, okay.
And it's a warm your soul kind of
Right.
food. That is just such a long traditional Greek tradition.
So now I have all of my eggplants here. They're cut into ribbons. And I have them in this shallow dish, rather. So this is the fun part where you're gonna have to MacGyver and get really clever. As you can see, so I prefer if they stay like this for 24 hours. Different schools of thought say a few hours, 8 hours. I like 24 hours or at least overnight. Where you're gonna have to try to squish them. So step one, and to get all the moisture out of them. So excuse me, I'm just gonna go behind you. So over here we have some beautiful sea salt.
Vancouver Island sea salt.
Vancouver Island sea salt. And don't be shy with the sea salt. You're going to give these aubergines, these melanjana, these eggplant a nice coating in the salt. And just make sure it's all evenly distributed. Is it a class?
Yeah.
It's an educational video. You're not on video, don't worry.
Oh. It's a class for everyone.
It's kind of a class, yeah. Thank you. Just make sure that they're evenly distributed amid all the eggplant over here. And now you're going to use your imagination, and you are going to try to squish them. What I like to do is put them in a bowl, put a plate over top of the bowl, squish them down, and then you're going to put a weight on it. So here at Seasons Pharmacy, I really love Rochelle for her problem solving. Like, she's just really proficient at problem solving. I think that's what happens. I jokingly said that's what happens when you're a mother of 4. You just can really think on the ball. And she got this really nice heavy can of plum tomatoes, and it is quite heavy. And to just put that over top, okay? So we're gonna just leave that. Some people say a few hours, some people say 8 hours. I like to at least leave it overnight. So I'm just gonna set this aside over here. And that was my demonstration eggplant. But over here we have the ones that I did yesterday afternoon for today. So we already had 4 eggplant. I had already cut them. I put them submerged in a colander with the weight on top. And they've drastically reduced in size. Maybe not drastically, but notably reduced in size. They do have quite a lot of moisture that has come off of them. It has gone through the colander and into the bowl. Just really interesting because it still gives off this beautiful like aubergine color, despite the fact that it's always like so interesting to me that these are like white and it still produces a beautiful aubergine color.
I have to come and look because I'm so yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Even though they're white, like you think that perhaps the skin would produce that color.
Maybe the seeds
or something.
Interesting.
But we're going to there's going to be even more water that comes off of them. I like to use gloves, so this is kind of a fun part, I guess. I think it's fun.
Absolutely.
Oh, you know what else I need? I forgot to grab white or red wine vinegar. I forgot to add that to one of the ingredients. You're definitely going to need this.
Yeah, I will be needing some red wine, but I guess I'm going to
not the vinegar part?
No, for my recipe.
Oh, okay.
For the recipe, it does call for a cup of red wine. Optional, but when is wine ever optional? That's a non-issue.
So the next part is I like to wear gloves. I'm not sure if it's the salt that has been put in. You should put a lot of salt. Like it should be like a notable amount of salt. You're going to take some of the eggplant in your hand and you're actually going to squish them. But I put on gloves because I don't know if it's the salt or the acidity in the aubergine. It kind of stings my hands, and I've done this a few times, and I'm like, yeah, no, gloves is definitely
makes sense
for me, anyways. Yeah. So look at that. There's still a lot that's coming off of here, and again, it's further reducing the size.
And pulling all that moisture out, so that when it is marinating, it absorbs the flavor of your marinade.
I guess, yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
That's my armchair observation.
So it's going to take me a while to do this, and then I'm just putting the eggplant over here in a bowl on the side. But I forgot to add, you definitely a main ingredient that I forgot because I don't know. I guess I was just rushing this morning. You definitely need vinegar. A good quality white wine vinegar, a good quality red wine vinegar. I'm not a fan for apple cider for this. We could agree to disagree, someone somewhere, or just a plain white vinegar. I like a red wine for this.
Well, just it probably the way that it permeates the eggplant, it's that fuller flavor. The red wine vinegar.
Yeah, just nicer.
Yeah.
So just squeezing these might take us a moment or two, but you really want to be with your food. I feel like that's what makes it so delicious is when you're just being with it and allowing yourself to connect with it.
And then we let the flavors talk to one another.
That's right.
Okay, I've got 2 cups of them. What? I think I'm going to need more. That's
More
a lot.
onions?
That's a lot of eggplant. And I haven't teared up once because I kept my
to say, oh, is that why I'm not
very
tearing?
very damp paper towel right beside where you're chopping, because as the gas is released, it I don't know, it just doesn't come up.
It goes into the paper towel. It gets to the moisture of the paper towel rather than the moisture of your eyes. Then I think, okay, is that what it is?
Sounds like a perfectly reasonable explanation. I'm going to go with it.
Okay, I think that's what it is.
Of course it is. Somebody's phone or alarm. That's my morning alarm.
Is it?
Yeah. Or Daryl's, I can't remember.
You ever shut the oven? Oh, I guess she has to answer the phone. That's a priority.
There's
over here
a
rather
thing.
than the
It's
cooking
pharmacy
show.
thing.
Okay, yes.
You know, people may need
I
something.
feel like she said she had red wine vinegar, and if not,
I'll
in a
check
second,
underneath.
I'll look in a second. Also.
Yeah. Because I know underneath we have everything from apple cider to white to, I can't remember the other one, but I will go check for you.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I mean, I don't need it at this second, but
Yeah. Tarragon infused vinegar.
still. What's that one?
No, this is a juice. It's
Oh,
not,
okay.
I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that. I just stood up too fast.
You get all lightheaded?
Yeah. There'll be a sip of water there. Oh yeah, you can really see the difference after you've squeezed it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're gonna drastically. So that's what I'm saying. If you have an abundance of eggplant, this will really reduce them in size, and then you could just not have to worry about them or worry about them going bad. They're on the shelf and they're preserved. This would be nice. I don't know. I've always had them with like an antipasti. That's how I've had them. Nice on sandwiches.
Yeah, they add a great texture
Mm-hmm.
to
Okay.
sandwiches for sure.
This was a really huge handful, and it just reduced completely in size too.
So I'm going to gather the rest of my ingredients now that my onion is chopped, and I need to start thawing my lamb and my beef, which I will introduce in a bit. Look at the
Oh, lamb and beef, that's beautiful.
Well, yeah, I mean, true Moussaka is obviously lamb, but this particular one mixes the two.
Nice.
This recipe calls for a mix of the two, which is really neat. And that copyright, I think that's the early 90s, that cookbook, and it's very classic.
It's 2-1, so it probably just smooths over that little bit of gaminess with the the lamb.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, one of each. Which I'm going to take out and get it fine in our beautiful convection oven, which I don't even what is. And that is very, very lean beef. That's stuff in the grinder. And our beautiful lamb. That's a little Christmassy. Good morning. Abattoir beef. And so I'm going to put this on low in the oven to gently persuade it to thaw.
Gently persuade it to thaw. Very good. Remember how many aubergines we had yesterday? This was like a little mountain, and now it's really reduced down in size. That is amazing. So this is, like I said, really great if you have a bunch of eggplant and you don't know what to do with it. It'll really reduce the size.
Can you do something with the liquid?
And I don't know what to do.
I don't know. I just
Have you
discard the
tasted
liquid. I don't want to. You can taste it. You want to taste it?
Oh, she's
Okay.
always game for that.
So to taste the aubergine liquid, it kind of looks a little bit winey or like a tea or something.
If you get the cucumbers, you can drink the cucumber water and it's quite good.
love cucumbers.
I know. You don't like that either?
Oh, I love
Well, the cucumber juice is nice. I feel like that's very practical. I don't know about the aubergine. Red or white?
What do you prefer? I have both.
I'll do a white.
White?
Yes. Yes. It was like one of the main ingredients I forgot to even put on here. Oh well, it happens.
I am using extra virgin olive oil. This is not a Grolsch beer. Not Grolsch, what do you call it?
The advantage of being in a store is you can buy whatever you need.
That's a beautiful. I can tell
It's
this
a Portuguese one. It's really nice.
Portuguese wine vinegar.
Oh, I want to see the ingredients in it.
I'm going to go and find the ripest tomatoes that we have in our little market.
You know what? We roasted some tomatoes yesterday that were very ripe. In the
I
back
saw
fridge.
them in the fridge. Perfect.
Yeah. I was thinking of you yesterday. Nice.
Sometimes it depends. Like, I don't know. I remember when I was hiking. Just from hiking, my fingers were
Got some tomatoes?
Yeah, so we have, these are going to add beautiful flavor. So we've got some nice roasted tomatoes that I can mash up a little bit to put in.
So,
And I need a few more. And we have some nice beefsteak tomatoes I'm going to go retrieve.
Now, I've seen when this is done in high quantities, if you don't want to smush them with your hands, I don't mind squishing them with my hands. I quite like just being with the food, and it's meditative. You have a nice song in the background or something, or you're talking with friends or family. That's really what this kind of food preservation is for, in my opinion. It's a bonding, a social bonding, you know. But alternatively, I've seen where the eggplant is put into a large cheesecloth. It's bunched almost like a bag and turned until it's very tightly wound and hung by a weight. So that way, it's like the gravity does the work for squishing out the moisture for you. But I've never really done it. I've never worked in with a lot. This is when you have a lot of eggplant.
Makes sense.
A lot of eggplant.
That's a lot of squeezing.
That's a lot of squeezing, right? So this doesn't.
Well, we could pretend we were making wine and use our feet.
I mean, the feet for the eggplant, maybe, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But eggplant's quite rubbery. What I run into a lot as an Italian is I run into a lot of people saying I don't like eggplant. And when I say to them, I said, you've never had an Italian woman make you an eggplant.
That's right. You haven't had it cooked properly.
You haven't had it cooked properly. And the thing is with eggplant, I don't want to say it's incredibly versatile because I don't think that it is, admittedly. But when it's done correctly, it's quite lovely. And you could really taste the Mediterranean. And maybe some of the Middle East. But when it's not done correctly, it's void of all flavor and it can be rubbery. Right? So when it's done correctly, I find it has a really nice meatiness to it. This is a meaty kind of vegetable. It's a nightshade, I believe.
And it is. And you know, it's interesting. I was on a vacation that had a buffet. And
where was your vacation?
It was in the Dominican Republic.
Right.
And they had a breaded. Well, we thought it was either breaded pork or breaded fish. We had no idea.
Right.
We were all amazed by eating it, scarfing it back off this buffet. It was breaded
eggplant, nice.
And the texture of it was fantastic.
Yeah, it tastes meaty.
Very much so.
Yes. So it does have to be cooked properly. I know where the province of Italy, where my family is from, they really live off of eggplant. They're a little bit more of the well, it is what it is, the poorer Italians. So they did a lot of foraging and a lot of gardening. So I grew up on a lot of eggplant. We have these beautiful eggplant patties. Oh,
yum.
And we would call them melangianatini, which means little eggplant. But it was just marvelous. Like the perfect vegetarian patty. It really goes unmatched. Or we have it in pasta sauce as well.
And in what format? Like how would it be added to pasta sauce?
That's it. I've never really done it myself, but I don't know. I don't even know how my nonna does it. I don't know if she like roasts them first and then like throws them in, but they just kind of they're not hard. Like they're not that rubbery.
They almost
texture.
dissolve. Not like melty.
Like melty. Yes, exactly.
Makes sense.
And it creates a really nice texture to pasta sauce and in your pasta as well.
No doubt.
So look at how many. Oh my God! It really reduces in size.
That's crazy,
right?
Considering the amount you started with.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna have to remember to give Rochelle some of the aubergine juice. Yep. I don't know why she wants to drink that. I think she's a little bananas myself, but that's crazy amount of water.
Okay,
I'll make sure to show.
Just because it's going to be salty.
That's not good. There's no way.
It's not horrific.
Okay.
Yeah, it's briny, like because of the salt, obviously, but it's almost nutty, and I don't have a great sense of taste, a refined sense of taste. No, not at all.
Okay. It's a beautiful color. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe the Italian word for eggplant, melanzana, the Calabrese say melangiana, I think it means melanated, hence the color, or it's derived from the word melanated.
Neat.
Yes.
I'm just going to take a moment and take my beautiful tomatoes and blanch them quickly so that I'm able to peel them and remove as much of the seeds as I can to add to our beautiful roasted tomatoes.
Good. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get. I'll pour a cup of potion here for Rochelle for when she comes back. You know what? I'm just gonna show the camera. I don't know what the depth of field is like over here.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
How many? What did you say? That's a full cup.
Oh,
Cup and a half.
definitely. Little over. I'd say it's just over a cup. Like, I mean, if we fill 500 mil, that's 2 cups.
Yeah, I think that's about 2 cups. 2 cups of fluids that came out. Or fluids, water, water that had come out. Liquid.
Eggplant juice.
Eggplant juice. Just give Rochelle that much. She'll just give her probably about an ounce just to try. Otherwise, I'm discarding this.
Oh, and you know what? You can pour it into the chicken bucket. You know where I'll get it so you don't.
Sure.
And then I'll wash my hands. It's easier that way.
Like they eat liquid?
They eat everything. So part of our composting is what we call the chicken bucket, and anything that we don't freeze for stock in terms of vegetables or onions, garlic, that sort of thing, then we give it to Rochelle's farm, and then we have very, very little waste here. Now you're gonna wash my hands again.
So now I'm gonna get on to step 2. I just rinsed this bowl out really quickly. So now we have these eggplants. We got most of the water squeezed out of them, and it's gonna sound like it's a little bit counterintuitive, but it's not. So now we're taking our beautiful white wine vinegar, or this is red wine vinegar. Our beautiful red wine vinegar. This looks like it's quite lovely. I can just tell by the way it looks. It's in a glass bottle, which is really nice. And this you probably really need gloves for. So I'm just putting some, I don't know how much that is, 1/4 cup maybe, of red wine vinegar on my eggplant that we squeeze all the moisture out of. Okay, I'm going to give it a good toss. And again, this is going to be something that seems like it's a bit counterintuitive, but now you're going to squeeze out the vinegar. And they're going to get even smaller. So I know I took out 3 jars. I'm going to bet you someone else's left arm that is only going to fill 1.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's compacting for sure.
Right? Okay, I think that's well incorporated in there. Yeah, I might do a little bit more. Yeah, I'd say that's probably about a 1/4 cup red wine vinegar. And the same process for getting the water out, I'm going to now do with the vinegar.
Move these out of the way. You don't need anything. You don't need onions.
I do not need onions.
Going to see how persuasive our oven has been with thawing the lamb and the beef.
Is it good?
It's a slow process, which is perfect because it slowly cooks the beef.
Okay.
Don't ever tell anyone I used a page counter for this. peeling off thawed meat. To break it down. All right. Do you garden at home?
I do not. I actually live in an apartment. Mind you, I could garden. I could probably put some stuff on the balcony, albeit I am east facing, and then I have a tree line.
Yeah.
So I don't get a ton of sun. Maybe something, what does it need a ton of sun? Kale, maybe?
Yeah, I would.
Cabbage, but no, I don't. Do you garden at home?
I try hard.
Okay.
My mother and I toiled like crazy last year with tomatoes, cucumbers, dill, leeks,
Did they all turn?
peppers, nothing. The rodents, first of all.
Oh,
Rodents were quite a thing to be dealt with. They take a barely ripened tomato, take a bite out of it, and leave it on the ground.
oh, geez.
All of them. And then, so it didn't yield a whole lot, let's just say that. But I'm gonna outsmart those critters this year, somehow.
I wonder what you could do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a cat, maybe.
I would love that.
I heard that's why in ancient Egypt, why they actually that's where the worship of cats came from, was that the cats would protect the crops.
Yep, that makes perfect sense. I mean, we have a 165-pound Newfoundlander.
Is he a rodent? No, he's more of a rescue dog then.
He's a
He'll probably
they're
falling into the
rescuers.
water.
He just likes to wade thus far, but yeah, we have lots and lots of chipmunk squirrels, and we also have rabbits colonizing. So, and they're domestic.
Oh, those
Rabbits.
that get you. Oh, nice.
I like domestic, meaning they're not wild rabbits, and
You give them food.
we do. We feed pellets and vegetables, and they have lots of grass and lots of places to run. But there are 2 pure white bunnies that will literally fit in my hand. There's one blonde one who looks like a golden retriever. So we have quite the menagerie of rodents.
Oh, okay.
He's on a split right now.
Well, you don't tell Calabrese that you have rabbits, because then I'm gonna want to come over and get the rabbits.
Absolutely.
And eat the
Anytime.
rabbits.
We will be live trapping some of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
And so we will be in rabbit preparation mode, guaranteed.
Ciao, ladies.
Oh, have a nice day.
Take care.
Have you hope?
You too.
I'm watching you and you're reminding me of, like little kids could help you do this.
Yeah,
Like little kids would think this is fun, I think.
I
With
think
rubber
so.
gloves and squeezing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Great
It's
activity.
just fun to sit here and talk, especially if you have like a bunch of eggplants and one per you just sitting here and talking.
I think that's one of the things that.
Hello, lovely.
Hi, Sandra. How are you? I think we're on live camera here, so we're on live. But if you go on this side, you won't be in the picture. I'm not even in the picture. I'm just talking to the ladies on screen. See, that's the screen over there.
Oh, there you are there.
Right here. I think that's one of the things that we're missing is as women became sort of more successful and you had to go away to school and get a big job somewhere else, we've lost all the aunties and the grandmas sitting around kitchen tables and
The concession line.
processing
Oh,
things
yeah.
into food, right? Like we just buy everything now. And
Yeah.
that's kind of what I love about learning some of these recipes and seeing how, you can involve children or you could involve a lot of people together, just talking and,
Yeah.
getting stuff done and having a pantry full of good things to eat
That's
after.
right, yeah.
That's a thing.
And I'm sure I've bought these before because what do you call this? The Italians, they have in the jars like mixed
broccoli things. What do you call it?
Antipasto?
I think
Antipasto.
they have
That's the
an
word.
antipasto, or a lot of people. This is in the muffaletta. So if you, the Aurora brand has a
Yes.
muffaletta. So this is like a sandwich, and it is really nice.
Just that's in a sandwich, or it's a sandwich topping?
Well, the
filler.
muffaletta is like a sandwich filler. It's like instead of like a condiment, if you will. So instead of like ketchup, mustard, you would use this with like olives. You're a pork lover. When I'm gonna preserve them, I would love for you to. They're gonna be good in about a week. Really good in about a week. Even better in 2-3 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
This with prosciutto. Oh.
Yeah?
Oh.
We have
on a
we got
sandwich?
Oh. prosciutto. I'm gonna taste this.
Okay. Wait. You should do a reaction. I feel like that would get us a lot of
Alright.
cake. So
I have no idea what this is going to taste like.
that is aubergine.
This is
Brine.
aubergine juice.
Just the liquid and
Just
salt.
liquid. I mean, what? It's going to be salty, okay?
Yeah, it's briny, for sure.
It has a nice flavor. It's okay.
It's a little nutty, like there's not much to it.
It's not painful. It's just a bit too salty.
Oh, because the salt.
I'm drinking it all. I'm sure salt is good for you at some point. Is there a bit of vinegar in it too? I taste a little bit of vinegar.
No,
Nope.
there's vinegar. So what I did was, the salt, you're dehydrating them. I squeezed out the moisture. Then you put them in this bowl, and then you add the vinegar onto it. Okay, so they're dehydrated from the water. I put them in a separate bowl. I add the vinegar to it. Then I actually squeeze out the vinegar. So they just have a little, and then I reintroduce them to an empty bowl. So they just have like the imprint of vinegar on them, so to speak. But no, there's no vinegar in that one, the one that you just drank.
Okay, so this is really good. I don't mind this. You can't drink too much of it because it's a bit salty.
You're very silly.
Cucumber
Very
water.
silly. Yeah, but cucumber water is like
And
different.
eggplant water. Listen, I've never really had eggplants like I told you. I'm just exploring all the flavors.
So that's not all, but there's no way I put that much vinegar in there. Like I put that much vinegar
No,
in
you're
there,
still
so it's just
squeezing water out.
squeezing water out.
So-
But now that's
Well,
reduced.
that's
That's
going to be
4
briny.
eggplants. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is 4 eggplants. When we started, remember last night it was
That was
like the
cool.
colander was about like this size. It was full. It got it down to, what do you think that is? That's gonna
Like
fit
maybe
in one
one jar,
jar.
one
That's
jar.
gonna fit in one jar.
Come sa.
So like I said, this is great when you have like an abundance of it and you don't know what to do with it.
You can put hot peppers in there.
Yes, I will. Yeah, so that's the next step of our journey.
All
So I'm
right.
just going to discard this vinegar.
Back
What
you
type
go.
of the vinegar in the chicken?
Chicken bucket.
Chicken bucket. Okay.
We'll make those chickens sassy.
Okay. So I guess I can take my gloves off, but they're clean and I'm kind of like, I like them the way that they are. So now here's the really fun part. It's the seasoning and then we're done. So this is really easy peasy. And if you get done, what do you think? How long have we been on? Do you think this is about an hour? Get done in about an hour, right?
About that.
Okay. So can I see this?
Considering that you soaked it overnight. Or
Yes.
pressed it overnight.
Pressed it overnight. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, so altogether it'll probably take 24 hours, but really the gritty work takes an hour.
Max.
You know, an hour max. If you have a sensible amount of eggplant. If you have a lot, I'm assuming it's going to be a lot longer.
That'll be a days-long process. And like Rochelle was saying, you know, it's the aunties or it's the nonas and the Zias, and they're, you know, all spending a weekend doing it.
Yeah, or a Saturday. Yeah, exactly.
Or a full
exactly.
Saturday.
One person peels the eggplant. One person will chop the eggplant. One person squeezes. So it's a nice concession belt, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What am I
Conveyor
calling it?
belt.
Conveyor
That's
belt.
what you're
Yeah.
thinking.
Yes.
All I can see is Lucy and her best friend, Lucille Ball, on the
Oh, the yeah.
assembly line with the chocolates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was quite something. You said something about. Oh well, it's gone. It'll come back to me.
Okay. So I'm trying to get this on camera, but I'm not sure if you can really see it. But there's not a heck of a lot of eggplant. Like if I'm gonna hold it up now, I mean it's the same amount of same quantity used of eggplant, but now I have about this. So I
So
can fit
it's
it.
reduced by.
It's reduced substantially. What would you say? Like 90%? No, 80%?
Yeah, because considering that bowl was
Well, last night it was full.
right.
The colander, which matched about the size of this bowl, maybe a little bit smaller, was full. It really reduced in size, okay? So this is now my favorite part. So Now we're gonna season it and jar it. And so, I don't know, I just love this. I love this so much. I'm just gonna wipe my cutting board. There's a little bit of juice on it.
I'm still seeding and peeling my tomatoes.
It's like a clean station.
Yep.
We are. Okay. So yes, now we get to season it. So it's very important for this recipe that you are using an olive oil. You are not using an extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin I bathe in it. I use it every single day for everything. I love olive oil. Cold. I know they say they're not supposed to heat it. I heat it anyways. I seem to be doing okay. This is simply olive oil, not extra virgin. And the reason why we're using this is because an olive oil and extra virgin will have like a grassiness to it, okay? So this one is a light tasting and it's great for preserving, okay? So I'm just going to put a little bit over top, just a little bit. And now it's going to be really fun.
It's all shiny.
Yes, it's all shiny. This is before I put it in the jar. I'll put it in the jar, then I'll top it off with some more olive oil. This is dry oregano. This is quite fragrant. Where'd you get this oregano? This is nice.
Let me see the label.
Is that like a label that's like purchased?
Yeah,
That's our
what?
Firma one.
Is that
That's
Firma?
That's Firma.
So is this yours?
No, it's Firma.
Oh, Firma. Okay. Oh, the Portuguese one.
Portuguese import. It's
That's
pretty
quite
nice.
lovely. It has a floral like kind of undertone to it.
This is still kind of fresh.
Yes.
Pretty well.
So
Kind of fresh.
I'm just putting some on here, just enough to
smells so
see it. Okay. This is how the Calabrese. This is how the Calabrese do it. We like it a little bit spicy. So if you're going to eat them right away, these aren't fresh. But if you are going to eat it right away, a fresh chili would be lovely. If you're looking to preserve it for a very long time, you're looking for a dry chili or chili flakes. So I used one of these yesterday and I was like so in love with it. It had the perfect.
Because you know why those are so good? I'll tell you why those are so good.
Okay, then
Because these are grown in Sudbury and we bought them from, I don't even know what kind
what kind of
of pepper.
pepper is that one?
This is a cayenne, I think. And they're
I
kind of
think I
spinach.
used this one yesterday. It looks like a little curl, like a curly view.
cayenne too. I don't even know. But
These
these
are
were all
different.
grown in, yes, they are different. So I have no idea how
So I
hot
don't
they
know
are.
what
So
this
use
one
at
is.
your own risk.
Yeah, I
But,
was going to say give them a taste test.
I gave them a taste test yesterday when
They
I was
were
making
so
the,
good.
and they gave I think I used half for a really large stir fry kind of thing. So we're gonna use it sparingly in this one, but I love the heat.
yeah, the heat was really
The heat is perfect. I find it just nice
Not
and
overwhelming,
warming. It's not
yeah.
doesn't sit on top of the dish.
So in my fantasy land someday when we have time, I was gonna kind of blend them all together and then, stir them up so that we can have like
chili
some
flakes?
Yeah.
idea of how hot they are. Because, it's a bit of a mystery. That
It's a bit of a crapshoot.
It's okay.
So I
Lori
think
doesn't
I'm-
really like the hot stuff, but I like it pretty much.
You need it to for this one. It's gonna warm up. It's gonna warm up the dish nicely. So I don't know what is that, like a teaspoon, maybe
No,
half
it's
a
not a
teaspoon.
It's a little bit. It's just a little bit. You're gonna put some of those in
Just
there too?
just enough.
Those
to
are the
say.
commercially ones. I find that when we started, okay, we don't think that Sudbury is much for like spices. We got to import spices from everywhere, but we can grow a lot of stuff that's aromatic. And I find that since we started like dehydrating things here, and sometimes we use a dehydrator. We have a really cool one. Sometimes we just lay things on cookie sheets and let them dry. But I just find they're so much more flavorful, the stuff that you do yourself.
Yeah, they are.
Like, did you taste
I
the
did
garlic?
grape.
What?
Oh.
Did I taste it? Well, you don't
You
have
know the garlic powder, remember yesterday?
Yes, it was lovely.
We had like the store-bought garlic powder, and then we had the one that we made.
Yes.
And ours is like so much better.
Oh,
But I
without a doubt.
Yeah,
It was
it's crazy
really-
how much difference in the flavor. I can't believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, very notable difference in the flavor.
I'm gonna go help.
Yeah.
Oh,
When do you get your bread?
So then we're doing garlic. So for this many, I like it a little bit garlicky. So I'm gonna do. You know what? No, I'm just gonna do one really large garlic.
You're wimping out on the garlic.
No, it's because it gets preserved. No, I'm not whipping out. Like I am a garlic connoisseur, but sometimes less is more.
Makes sense.
Sometimes, yeah, because this is going to be sitting in olive oil for Lord knows how long. Well, probably not. It's probably tastes so delicious.
Everyone's
Everyone's
gonna fly off the shelf.
And the way I like cutting this, you're not going to mince it. You're just simply going to slice it into discs. My mom is especially particular about how the garlic is cut. She says it does alter the flavor.
Interesting.
How depending on how it's cut. So I have them in just like I crushed it a little bit, so I would like to have them in like perfectly nice like little discs. But this is like a rough chop of like a large garlic clove, and that's all I am doing. And we are actually finished now with our recipe. So now all we have to do is can them. So I want to get a fork.
You can put that in the right bowl here if you. Oh no, it's right there. Chicken bucket.
Karen, did we ever get a rosemary and order our stuff from Posh?
So now we have a sterilized jar. I took enthusiastically 3 jars, the same size, but I feel like we're all gonna fit this in one. What do you think?
If we pack it tight.
Do you think I should get a bigger jar? And just do one big jar?
No, I don't know. I think
I know it's weird.
I think you're gonna get 2 out of there.
You think so?
Oh, depending on how tight you pack it.
So
If it's a loose pack because it's in the oil, you know,
I love this.
hothouse tomatoes are, what do you call that? Not GMO, but they're what's the word? When you
Like pesticide free.
yeah, they're, yes, definitely, but they're, oh my God, like, not hybrid, when you, they're designed to have a very, very thick stalk that goes through to keep them from falling off the vines.
Oh, I see.
And so they've been modified, there we go, there. I don't mean, the GMO thing, I just mean it's to ensure that, because here, look, here's still the inside of the stem, and you can hardly cut it.
Really, eh?
Yeah, that's very, very coarse.
It's like you see like real tomatoes, and they're just beautifully asymmetrical. Real tomatoes. Those are real tomatoes. They're
These are definitely real
but
tomatoes. They're
I
a little
heard
mealy.
genetically modified ones. It's mostly the appearance.
Yep.
It's not the flavor or anything like that, or the quality of it. It's just mostly on appearance. No, I think I'm gonna fit in one.
Oh yeah, okay, that pack.
Well,
See, I still can't get
fit in a little bit.
I still can't get the stem out. Okay. That said, I'm just gonna have to pick around it. So the tomatoes with the lamb and the pork make for a very, it's just a nice juicy meat component because we do the potatoes and cottage cheese. We have all kinds of stuff to put in here. We may have to do this.
Look at that. 4 eggplants down to 1. How big are these jars?
500 mil.
How many is that in ounces? 3, 6.
250 is, a cup is 8 ounces. 250 mil is 8 ounces. No.
Is it?
Aaron, how many milliliters in 8 ounces? How much is a cup?
A cup is 237 milliliters.
And that's 8 ounces.
That's 8 ounces.
In a cup?
Yeah.
So this is
8
a
ounces
16.
in a
So
cup.
this is 16 ounce?
Yes.
Okay.
Or 500 milliliters. Ish.
So look at that.
Yeah.
Like 5 eggplants fits into,
A 500 milliliter jar.
that's it.
Wow.
So, right?
Crazy, huh?
So you're gonna come back once a week and we're gonna taste it.
Oh, you're going to love this.
I am
I
gonna
make
love this.
these all
I'm
the
like
time.
so
Do
excited.
you have prosciutto?
I-
Did you have
yes.
a lamb, pork leg?
Yes.
You're going to love this with pork and olives. Do you have any Portuguese olives anywhere?
I have coming very soon some Greek olives. I don't know if you were here when we first opened. We had these Greek olives in the tubs from Lauren's aunt's restaurant in where was it, Lindsay or something.
Okay.
And we haven't had them in at least a year and a half. But
Road trip.
no, I have. She ordered them for me, some Greek olive oil. So Lauren used to work here. Her uncle lives in Greece,
Right.
And him and his buddy or cousin or whoever, or somebody, they own like all of his orchards.
Oh,
Here, why
wow.
don't you scrape all the goodness out of it? We've got tools like this.
Oh, we have the technology.
We have the technology. I love that. So anyways, I'm gonna get those really nice olives. They're like mixed olives with a bit of spices. It would be so good with that. But I do, as you know, I raise porks. You don't even eat pork, do you?
I do not eat pork.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
I
But
grew up on pork. I love pork though.
Well, if you change your mind, I've cured a leg, prosciutto leg every year since I've been farming. So I have many legs in my cold room. I have.
Oh, you're gonna love this. On a
Wow.
And so I will bring some in one
That
day.
would
When
be
this is
really
ready, I
cool.
will bring in, but it's a eat at your own risk because I made it in my basement. It's not for sale. We don't
That's
sell
the
that
best
one. That's
kind.
just for
That's
me.
how I grew
I'm gonna
up.
get mine
That's
at
the
the back
prosciutto
door.
I grew up
I
on was
need it.
one that was made in the basement. That's the best kind.
Well, you know
That's
how I
where
learned how to
Italians
make
and
it?
Portuguese have their second kitchen.
Yeah,
right?
that's what they do. They have a kitchen.
Yeah.
So I learned how to make it by watching a video of a guy in Mississauga who videotaped his grandfather on YouTube
Brilliant.
making it in a Rubbermaid tote. I'm like, wow. All right.
Oh yeah,
So then
yeah,
I
that's
made
how
it.
you make it.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, that's how I made it, and then I it was ready, like it could have been eaten, but I was terrified to eat it. I'm like, what if I die?
You're not gonna die.
But
You're
so I think
okay.
it was at least 2.5 years old before I finally opened it up, and I finally opened it up, and it was so good.
Beautiful. Yeah.
It is so good. It is not like it's not like anything
It tastes like real pork. Yeah.
because the pigs live outside and they
Right,
have
they have a
heritage
life.
breeds and they have a nice life and they eat grass and whatever,
Okay.
bugs and things.
Um,
But anyway,
this
yeah,
would be
so
so
this would be
nice
good
on
with the
some of
prosciutto.
the sourdough bread that you sell here.
Yeah.
You just let with prosciutto, this and olives. Oh yeah. Oh, it's just marvelous. You can
So we have to
probably
taste it because you said it's going to be a few weeks, right?
Actually, you could probably try some now. Like you're not gonna, you really won't die.
You really
You know-
won't die.
It looks like mushrooms.
Kind of.
Very much so.
I gotta top it off with some more oil, but just let me know how it. Okay,
Did you explain this olive oil or the other olive oil?
I did because the extra virgin olive oil does give it a grassiness when you're preserving things. That's why when you see a lot of things that are preserved at the grocery store, you'll see sunflower oil or that sort of thing. But this is the real. There you go. Watch there's a pepper flake in there. Careful.
I might die right here. Right
No, no, you won't die, but you're gonna be hot for a little while. How is that?
It's so good.
Is it nice?
But what's going to happen?
It's gonna get better.
Okay, so did you guesstimate the salt? Or did you measure salt? Did you guessed about the salt? Just
Yeah.
added salt into the
Oh,
bowl, right?
yeah, well, you need to dehydrate them. Yeah. Why is it salty?
No, it's perfect.
It's perfect. Okay, good.
I just know that when you're doing fermenting, sometimes if you follow the rule, it always says, I don't know, 0.05% of the weight or whatever. You need to do
Oh, okay. I don't know if this is a ferment. Will this ferment? No.
that. Cover it in oil now, it's preserved.
Now it's preserved. Yeah.
But all that's going to happen is all the flavors are going to like just get happy with each other.
That's
over time.
right. That's exactly it. So this will be really nice in 3 days. This will be even better in 2 weeks.
I can see that.
And there you go.
I had the piece of hot pepper and I didn't die.
Okay.
It's just nice.
Here, wait. I think
Just
that's
nice.
That's oily, so I didn't have to. But look how beautiful that is. So, like I said, this is
It's so beautiful. I'm going to buy another case of eggplants right now.
all cereal.
Yeah, well, those eggplants. Now people know what to do with eggplants. This is one of the things you can do
This
with
is one
eggplants.
of the things that you could do with eggplants. And then I grew up on like eggplant meatballs.
What's eggplant meatballs?
It's like instead the way you would make like a meatball, but instead of using like a meat, like a ground beef or a ground pork, you would just use the meat from the eggplant.
You have to shrink out the water out of it?
No.
You just chop it up? Do you stick it to a meat grinder? What do you do?
You put it,
Explain the
you
meatball.
roast it. I believe there's different ways of doing it. You roast it in the oven, just char it the way you would do it like a roasted red pepper soup.
Yeah.
And then you take it out. You put it in, but you're gonna peel it. You're not gonna use the peel, and
You
then
don't
you're
use the peel again.
you do not use the peel again.
I
I have
Noreen, in your recipe for the moussaka, do you peel the eggplant or do you eat the shell on it? Did you
Shell?
peel it? Whatever.
peel it in shell.
You take the shell off.
You know,
No.
you didn't peel the eggplant.
No,
You're gonna
No,
eat
I've
the-
never seen it peeled in moussaka.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's good.
That's fine. I'm just asking because I never heard of. I thought you could eat the peeling. I didn't know it was.
You can
bitter
eat,
and-
you can eat the peel. You can eat the peel when it's cooked. I feel like when it's cooked like immediately, but yeah. So
Good stuff.
eggplant parmigiana too.
Mm,
You're
yeah.
gonna retain the skin on it as well. That's
It'll
really
hold its
nice.
shape,
So it's
maybe.
hold its shape. Actually, I've seen eggplant parmigiana when you're like the eggplant is cylindrical. You're gonna peel every other.
Oh, okay.
Like you do with cucumbers.
Yes.
To
So
make
you're
it like stripes.
to make it stripy, but also so that it retains its shape. Because if you peel it all, it won't retain its shape. It'll just kind of collapse. But if you give all the skin, makes it kind of.
That worked really well, melting your, because I guess who forgot to take out, guess who forgot to take out the meat yesterday?
Well,
I
you
forgot
know,
to take out the meat.
it's
So this
the magic.
is my kids, Adam and his girlfriend Michaela and Madeline and Ethan raise lamb on our farm, and the beef comes from the Birch Lake Abattoir.
Behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew the
It
lamb
smells
was
really
really
good.
Yeah.
I don't raise cattle because I don't have the right property. You have to have the right property for cows.
Okay.
I don't have the right property.
Makes sense.
Too bad because I dream of a Jersey family milk cow. Not that I would have time to milk it, but anyways, my fantasy land, lots of really great things are happening.
It's I want to be there. I want to be there when we grow up.
Everybody should have a rich fantasy land.
Yeah. Oh,
Because,
we all do.
You might as well.
Don't ever tell a baker I'm using the pastry cutter for them.
We won't know. We'll just stick it through the sanitizer.
sanitizer.
We'll wash it all up. It's
Yeah.
fine. You're very creative. Look at that. I like creativity.
I like
it
that
just
too,
smells
because
really
like
good.
in real life, you're like no one has like all these like bougie things that like proper chefs use. So
No.
you do have to get creative with it. It seems to be working quite nicely.
And
Perfect. It
it
smells good. Is that
just
just
the mealy. That's just the meat. I didn't season anything yet.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's, well, I have to say, like, I do purchase most of my meat from the grocery store. That's just where I'm at in my life right now. But there's a notable difference in the color of the meat.
I haven't got meat in the grocery store in so
I know,
long. I can't
don't
remember.
rub it in.
No, listen. I do think it's important to do taste tests. In fact, I have 3 chickens in my freezer to do a taste night. Like, what's the industrial chicken taste like
Yeah.
versus a Bressie,
Yeah.
which is like a fancy French breed that I raised on my farm, and another one.
Yeah.
Just to see, and then buy a grocery store chicken, and understanding how they're all raised and what the breeds are like just to taste them. Like, is it all in my fantasy land that we need to be part of the table, or is it because I think
No,
it's
I
true?
think
But I
definitely
couldn't bring
it
myself to
should-
buy much at the grocery
It
store.
should go, but what I'm noticing the big difference that I am seeing from someone who purchases consistently from the grocery store is that there's a huge difference in the color.
Yeah.
The grocery store tends to have like more like a deeper red, and I believe that that's probably some
Injectable.
injectable something. You know,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Definitely
it is.
the pink coloring and the fat ratio. I mean, we know lamb is lean, but
Lamb
the
is
fat
pretty lean.
ratio, but stuff from the grinder sometimes. It's
Anyways, it smells really good. I'm really surprised because the recipe actually asks for lamb, 2 pounds of lamb,
right.
but I did choose lamb and beef because I thought, lamb, maybe it's too strong. But we
Well,
could
it
have,
does offer. It does offer the two like
So anyways, it's lamb and beef.
Yeah, which is
So, Noreen, I didn't have a chance to talk to you about this, but I have these beautiful containers. Instead of making it in one big serving thing, we're gonna try to sell some of this moussaka. So, if you live near Sudbury and you want to try moussaka, I thought we would make them in these, like when you're doing the layering. Can you make them in these?
I probably can. They're going to be thinly
Smaller.
layered,
Yeah, I don't know.
but
However
widely
many-
dispersed, so that's not so bad.
I don't know. I don't know how many you'd need, but anyways, I offer
I
this
won't know either.
as you go. Make the moussaka in there. That'd be great. All right,
Um,
I'm getting out of the way again. You guys keep cooking, but
Okay.
I just need to come in and check in because I'm so intrigued by what is happening here, and of course I need to taste and tell everybody since there's no smell-o-vision or taste-o-vision.
That's exactly
I
right.
need a human guinea pig.
And
Well,
this
that's
is
my
a
cup of tea. My
union-
cup of
union
tea.
break.
Cold, sorry.
That's okay. There's nothing to be sorry about. Now I could remove my gloves, and I could actually probably help
There you
Noreen with.
Now you can sous chef her.
Oh, that's okay. Does it say Apple ID and password? That's odd because I know for a fact that also on just had to try 200-411. That is beyond even. I'll look at it when I get home for sure. But yeah, sorry. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so now I can help you with your stuff if you'd like. Look at how beautiful. Where are you guys gonna keep this? Where should I put this? Do I have to seal it? No.
Well, it depends on how
If you
shelf
cover it
stable
in
we
oil
want.
and you put it in the fridge, you won't have to seal it.
That's right.
Right?
Because what it's not cold feet, right?
duck leg covered in fat.
Yeah.
It prevents.
And it can sit at room
growing.
temperature.
Right?
Okay,
I
so
love it. Oh, I meant to say though, just very on the last note. So there is garlic in here. If you notice in the preservation process when it's out to sit, you're gonna see like, oh, your garlic's starting to turn blue or purple. Yeah, and it's just that's okay. This is normal. There's nothing wrong with the garlic. It's not moldy, anything like that. What's happening? There's a kind of chemical reaction that's happening with the garlic and the remnants of the vinegar. This is completely normal. Your preserves will stay and they are going to be quite good. I love that. Look how beautiful it is. Come
It's
on.
stunning.
It is
Absolutely
nice,
stunning.
eh?
Yeah.
Look how beautiful.
with the tiny little flecks of red from the chili,
Yeah. They can't
the
see
little
it.
flecks of garlic, and every once in a while the little flecks of seeds from the I almost said zucchini, eggplant.
Yeah.
It's a very texturally, visually satisfying.
It is. It is. It looks pretty. I
It's
like
very pretty.
it. I'm gonna go put these jars back and then I can come and help you.
Perfect. I'm turning this on. Meat cooking. Vinegar, tomatoes, juices.
I think we're
We
buying
have to
those
put honey in here, a teaspoon of honey.
Ooh, to smooth things over.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So the meat is cooking, so we will need to saute the onions. I tried to make paneer with heavy cream.
Did it work?
No, it's separated into butter and cream. I'm not sure. We're gonna look at that a little later, see what we can create with it.
Okay.
So
Anything I need to cut?
at this point, we need to get
A cup of meat stock. So what
Yeah.
do you want to use? So beef?
well, we've got pork and beef in the freezer. But actually, you know what would be most helpful?
What's that?
Any of the spices. We don't have that, but we'll figure something out in terms of we've got.
Okay, I have
dried
the
parsley.
right here.
So anything down here in terms of spices would be awesome as a forager.
Cinnamon, allspice. Ooh, that's very nice. 1 teaspoon allspice. Wow, that's pretty
Yeah.
dangerous, actually.
It's got a. That's the whole
Okay.
premise. It's almost Christmassy. Yeah, like it's got that essence, but it so complements the lamb and then the tomato
Okay, you didn't say anything.
aspect of it. I'm just looking to see meat stock, oregano, butter, flour. That's our roux. Feta. And cottage cheese. Oh, I think we can make some. We can make some makeshift cheeses that we're going to need. And so what I'm going to do is just drain the juices that I've now peeled and seeded 5 large tomatoes, and we also have some roasted tomato alongside of that. And at this point, we're going to get out our mortar and pestle to do our grinding. Yeah. We actually have whole allspice. We have cinnamon sticks.
The cinnamon sticks, so is that how I make cinnamon into ground cinnamon? Is using the cinnamon sticks and just grinding them?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
We got that.
I always used to just purchase cinnamon. So, but there's a.
So the mortar and pestle is the
How much cinnamon do we need? 2 tablespoons.
yeah,
Woo!
you're gonna get a workout.
So,
As
I don't know how much 2 tablespoons. I've never actually ground them.
try the little piece. I don't know. We might have to put it in a mill, and if so, we're just gonna use the ground. Sometimes because it's a bark. I don't know if it's going to smush and.
This is a nice
fine
pesto.
enough.
This isn't, but it's not. I don't know.
No, you're right.
Okay.
It was worth a try.
Okay.
Because
Is there ground in there?
Yes,
I couldn't find.
guaranteed. It's in a bigger container.
We got cinnamon, got the black pepper over here. And it looks like that's it for spices. So it's not really terribly heavy in spices.
Nope.
But the spices that it does have are heavy.
Fragrant. And
Fragrant?
yeah.
Okay. So
Okay,
where are
so-
we introducing the spices to? So,
I also have to make a bechamel, so I'm gonna go and source out milk and cheese.
where do you have to source that out?
In the back.
Oh, okay.
We have a Jersey cow.
Are the Jersey cows the black and white ones?
Yes.
Wait, but not all Jersey cows are dairy cows.
Correct. If they're boys, they're not.
Oh, okay.
If they're Jersey boys,
But not all dairy cows are Jersey cows either.
correct, Amanda. Nothing big enough. Yeah. Okay, that's what I figured. Okay, so
Well, I'm just gonna obviously ground this so as to not waste it. So, you know.
I think if I it's not right. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm just consulting about our need for
Consulting.
our cottage cheese and feta cheese.
Because what is it? Oh,
Everything.
sorry.
Sorry,
Dried
oregano. Regini.
regini. Okay.
Regini. I had to look it up. It's on page
A
14.
quarter cup. Woo! I guess the Greeks aren't afraid of their spices, eh?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. No, the Italian. I have to say the Italians are a little bit more sparing when it comes to the spice.
And there are traditional spices that, you know, all things considered, depend on the regions and demographics. Like I said, it was the poor people's. Okay, that's on for a minute. I'm going to check is.
How many views do we have?
Oh, good question.
3.
One of them is probably my daughter. Okay, let's see how this goat cheese fares out of the freezer.
We have feta?
Very sweet. So this is a goat cheese that was frozen.
Nice.
So I thawed it and squeezed it because we need cottage cheese and we need
Feta.
feta. And this, as it's been squeezed out, is a very mild combination of both.
Guys got a garbage? Just
We do.
parking lot. No, it's not mine.
Here.
No way.
Yeah, come on around. Thank you so much.
It just looks so dirty there. all by
Oh,
itself.
yes, thank you very much. So if I add some salt and a little bit of regular vinegar as a brine to that
It'll
goat
give it the
cheese,
acidity. It'll kind of mock the acidity
yeah,
in the
and the curdishness,
curdy.
curdiness of the cottage cheese. So I think it'll have a decent texture. I had 2 of those.
Well, I have to say the cinnamon, it would have gone. actually. It wouldn't have been as finely ground as the ground stuff we have here, but it would have gone. I'm actually quite enjoying being with the cinnamon.
It is,
It's a fun process to watch your food come together. And
yeah. And just to alter its format, which we know releases, that pounding especially releases the oils. I think I'm going to give this a quick squeeze in a cheesecloth.
Which plastic?
Okay, thank you.
Well, this crusty cheesecloth is not going to do it. So.
You'll have a little fine mesh metal.
A finish metal sieve? Yes. Hold on.
Oh, no.
It's somewhere yesterday. Yeah, I thought I put it in here, but then someone else.
That one is probably. Perfect, thank you. I'm going to drain it.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, it has some ground cinnamon here. So wait, you know what? I'm gonna put it in a bowl. 2 tablespoons ground cinnamon. So whatever that gave me. And then I'll
Like a spice bowl.
a little spice bowl. Oh, maybe it's this one instead. Thank you.
I need to measure it. Yep. Yeah.
I hope I just use these to measure. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
I don't have time for that. You know.
Anybody got time for that?
Nobody got time for that.
No, it's not.
So as it saying, 2 tablespoons ground cinnamon. That's a lot. Or it says or to taste. What are we doing?
Pardon me?
It says 2 tablespoons ground cinnamon or to taste. Which one are we doing?
I would say the 2 tablespoons
Okay.
because of the fact that I think, my grandmother or your grandmother might like it more cinnamony than anyone else.
That was 1. Okay. 1 tablespoon. No, that was 1. Actually, yeah. 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons of ground cinny. Now I gotta do the allspice.
Oh yeah, that's another grinder.
We're gonna get busy now, eh?
Yeah, of course.
1 teaspoon of allspice. That's a lot. I've worked with recipes where it's like a 1/4 teaspoon and it just like gets like an entire bundt cake. And you can taste it. It's really there. 1 teaspoon. I think that's a teaspoon if I grind it up. Probably. Let's
Good
go.
question.
Yeah.
So basically, that, we're browning our meat. We'll do the onions. And it asks for a cup of wine. I think I might do a half a cup of wine vinegar.
And they want to talk to the owner.
It's up to you.
Because it does say the cup of red wine is optional.
I like wine. Do we have wine here? No way.
Less, highly unlikely. which means
Well, I think what the wine is doing, isn't it cutting the acidity? So that's what from the tomatoes. So I'm not
Good
sure.
question.
Do we want to? Well, because when I make tomato
Green.
sauce, right? So it's like it's adding like a sweetness. So I'm not sure if we want to add acidity.
vinegar. Yeah, that makes sense.
So what would be nice? A juice. Oh, there you go.
We'll soon find out if the ever so organic pioneer Biotta wild bilberry juice. Lemon balm, agave.
Are you cooking down? So I have that fit, olive oil, thoroughly dry the eggplant, cacao. I just have a slice of a single layer of skillet. Fry over medium heat, both sides drain. Add tablespoon of olive oil. Repeat. So you're frying the eggplant, and then you're doing
Onion,
brown
meat,
sugar. Add the milk. So then
lumps.
there's bechamel.
Yeah. Then we do this. This is going to take a while. I wonder if we should take a break and pre-prep some of it.
Okay.
And cut to assembly. Unless we're boring people.
That's a deep juice.
It's wild grown forest bilberry.
How is it?
Do you remember
If you're gonna pour me
Welch's
some,
grape
just
juice?
just give me like. That's it. Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Reminds me of Welch's grape juice.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Very concentrated. Not too sweet.
that's right. Oh, it's good.
Winter chicken dinner.
Winter chicken dinner.
Biotta wild bilberry. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll use a little bit of that. to sweeten it up. Okay, so
Step one, and then remaining olive oil. Then you gotta make the bechamel, and then melt the butter in a heavy saucepan. Add the butter, and then you're gonna add the cheese to the bechamel. That makes sense.
Yep.
Beat the egg. Yeah. Okay. Okay, but what are we doing with the sauce? I heat the oven. Arrange about a quarter eggplant slice on the bottom. So then you're layering it like a lasagna.
Yep.
Meat sauce. Okay, so wait, are we making a bolognese-ish, or are we making a ragu?
it's
Is that what I'm saying? So
it's
a
more like a
ragu.
ragu because of the fact that it's all ground meat.
Okay, heat arrange 1/4 because I was gonna say I could do the ragu part.
I'll make the bechamel and fry the eggplant.
I'm just trying to figure out what part to.
Oh, yeah?
Her name is Soleil. How old is this one?
He just turned one. He doesn't look at all like me, so maybe he belongs to somewhere over there.
Maybe. I don't know. My son and his girlfriend just had a baby girl. And has like that same like year or whatever.
I'm gonna start drying the eggplants anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. He looks a lot like his dad, but
What's your name?
he's Emery.
Emery. You're so cute.
We don't have any blonde hair, blue eyes in our. Like I love it, my dark. And,
Funny interview over there.
yeah, my mom's brothers have like all blue eyes, and when they were younger, they were blonde. But it's strange to see it now.
That was wonderful.
Yeah. I'm coming in. I bought chicken legs to eat before. That's something you have.
So I am laying out the
I'll have to go look in the back freezer.
eggplant to dry it. Hello, Henry. Is there a smile in there?
He takes a minute to warm up.
Yep.
Often.
Yep. They're my favorite because once they do, ooh, it's wonderful.
That's right.
Okay, I feel confident making the ragu.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, I feel pretty confident about that. It's kind of like just a Greek version of bolognese, kind of, sort of, I guess.
Moving to the country, gonna dry out all my eggplant.
Very funny.
Oh, we have some absolutely amazing honey.
What honey is that from? Oh yeah, it is the best.
Customer brought to us. We have to use our local honey because we pride ourselves on all of our local stuff. This was brought to us by one of our customers, and it's Cuban honey. You have to taste it, but we will use our honey in.
But we get to taste it right now because we just get to. That's just the way it is.
Oh, we got hot honey.
The hot honey is quite lovely. You guys, Season sells the hot honey, right?
Yeah.
The hot honey I've tried. That is like perfect if you have a sore throat. That is just like the remedy of sore throat, or that's
Makes
probably like
perfect
a
sense.
natural cough syrup. Like that is just the best thing I've ever come across.
That's fantastic.
And yeah, it's spicy though. It is. Okay.
Not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie, it's not a bite. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so I have that. So I can't get there on the bolognese.
Okay.
Rochelle at an earlier time she had a pot, and I don't know where she put that pot.
So
I think it's
there's
over
one
here.
pot here.
Oh yes, I cleaned it last
Yeah.
night. Yes.
Okay.
So I can
And you
do
have your
that.
element.
Okay, elements on. I think that has to go on, and then we go like this. And I'm just gonna do it the way I think it should be done, following the recipe.
Just basically, yeah.
Yeah,
and-
just
and
like
the
that's a
spices are
guide.
different.
That's a guideline as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely.
Okay. That beautiful olive oil. I love that olive oil, and then it's like it's just walking and be like,
Show them the can. Where is that jar?
Oh, it's in the back, of course. Hi.
oh,
Can I get a picture?
Down here.
Hi, Emery. Nice to meet you.
Sorry, Emery.
Oh, Emery. I heard you from across the
That's
room.
okay, it's a very common.
Emery. Isn't he handsome?
so this is the olive oil. I know, but it does. This is the same olive oil we
He
just have
probably
in a
answered
jar.
Henry. I don't even know that he answered to his real name.
To start.
But this is beautiful. I wish I could show you guys the color of the olive oil, so I'm just waiting for. Maybe I can. But anyways,
We got any beef
it's just so stunning.
frozen.
Got my spices here. How much parsley do I need?
Beef broth.
Black pepper, milk.
For this?
For this, you can use one.
I'm just gonna do it the way I'm gonna do it. How much parsley here? Come on.
Now we begin the fine process of this one.
Oh, I need stock.
I'm finding out.
Okay, then I have to set this off then.
I'm just finding enough to get it out of the container and then you can, yeah. Put it in there.
We don't want to halt the cooking process. So is that pork?
Like I said, got it just enough to loosen it out of the container. Now I need this with the transfers.
We're not doing onion? Okay, wait. Yeah, we are doing onion.
Yeah.
On onion. Can we put garlic in there or no?
Doesn't call for it,
Okay, I'm right. So
but I mean, I'm the same as you. It's like, maybe it's just not the place for it right now.
okay.
I don't know. That is so odd. one of our fabulous viewers
Yes.
is someone I literally thought about yesterday. And I thought, I haven't seen Liz in so long. Your name popped into my head out of nowhere.
Nice.
And look,
And she,
I miss you too. Isn't this awesome?
yes.
There's a reason. Now I'm going to start thinking about $1 million. Maybe I'll run into that next time.
Or like, yeah, or like a Mercedes Benz or something like that.
Or like a Tom Cruise or something.
Tom Cruise is a very short man.
Yes, I understand that.
He's not my cup of tea. But,
No, I always say that just for that.
I'm more like a, you know who Tom Hardy is?
Yes, absolutely. Caviezel. Jim Caviezel.
Oh, my daughter likes him. I'm like, I don't know. Nothing to sneeze about.
I reserved the juice.
Yeah.
You may want to strain it because that's all
Why?
stems, but for when you need it for the sauce,
Oh,
it's here.
yeah.
And
I'm gonna do. So we're just waiting for the stock to
loosen from the container, which
loosen
it
from the
is.
container, which is like a lot of. So this recipe is very straightforward, and the stuff that you need. We're missing a few. We're altering some of the things because we do not have fresh parsley. So we are using dry parsley, and we do not have wine. So alternatively, we are using the wild berries. I think just like bilberries, not. What did I say?
Wild berry. It's wild bilberry.
Wild bilberry.
You missed the bill. We only need 500 mils.
I would let it thaw.
Unthaw and dethaw. Feels like that's redundant.
Yeah.
Because if something's going to thaw, it's coming from a frozen state.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so you want me to thaw it in here and then retain 500 mils?
Yeah.
So I'm just
And we
gonna pour
have
it
to suck
all.
it in.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
pour it all back in there. Okay, got it. Got it. Good.
I love the way we create. That stuff is so good. Can you top me up?
It's really lovely. It's a bit, just a touch pungent, but it's quite lovely. It's very
I
nice.
just love it. I nailed it underneath. Were you hiding it?
So we're using that as an alternate because we don't have wine.
You want a little bit of vodka to put in it too, to give some alcohol?
So there's the
Because you know,
alcohol.
there should be a little bit of alcohol.
There should be some alcohol. So
So
yeah,
why
so
don't
if
we-
we do a little bit of this and some
With just a
alcohol.
little bit like a, because the wine is about 12% and the vodka is 40 or whatever.
Yeah,
just
I
put a
know.
little
I know what
splash
this. Yeah. There we go. Sounds like
I
a
do have some
plan.
of that in my taste.
And hello.
How you doing?
Okay, but yeah. So I put this olive oil.
Yes, that's the fantasticest olive oil in the world.
I mean, for $88,
Oh,
3 years.
Can I stay here?
Absolutely. It's.
But everything went up, right? The price of olive oil went up a lot.
Oh, especially. And
Use
that's
a splash of
Portuguese,
this, I know.
not Greek.
Because
Absolutely.
it'll give us a bit of alcohol, because I'm not.
Yeah, just that essence.
It's going.
Very well. We were going to use the Cuban honey.
It's so fun when they're walking.
I was about to ask you something. Oh, and this pork stock, the pork broth that we're using is a high gelatin pork bone broth that we make here in-house using the beautiful Rocha Farm pigs, snout to tail, literally. And so that is our high gelatin pork broth that we're using. And when we use it, when I use it here, I often dilute it because it's very, very concentrated and very high in collagen. And it's at a gelatin state when it's at room temperature.
Gelatin, yeah.
Gelatinous
Because there's
state.
skin in the, when we do the
Jelly,
broth, we
jelly.
put skin in it too, and all the parts from the heat and things like that. If you're gonna try to mass cook, I think you have to pre-cook the eggplant.
We do have to cook these,
So
but you should really be
you know
doing
what I should do it? I think you should do it in that oven at about 500 degrees with those racks, so that you be able to do them all at the
like
same
a bunch of
time.
them at the same time.
On the square,
At the
like
same
that.
time.
The square things, and do the griddle side, because then they'll be powdered. Griddle side.
Yeah, gotcha.
Cinnamon can go away. We don't know what is it.
Sales waste. But just watch us on a YouTube live and you'll know when we're finished. Because that's pretty well what we're doing now.
Cinny baby.
Yeah, tons of time.
Okay.
I will take care of the eggplant and the,
I'll do the ragu is probably gonna take like 30 minutes.
yeah, and so I will also work on the bechamel. Anyways, first things first though, I'm gonna do the, I'm just gonna lightly brush the eggplant with some of the olive oil.
Do it.
And I'm gonna pop it in our convection oven at about 450, 500. And that ought to bring us a really nicely browned but grilled eggplant.
Are these like the onions that I could use for the sauce?
Yes, 2 cups you called for, I believe.
Ooh, okay.
That's what you got.
Okay. 2 cups of onions.
What am I looking for?
I don't know. Are you doing something with the eggplant?
Yeah, I'm gonna, oh, I know, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have to retrace my steps since that menopause thing.
Oh, it's very funny.
Oh, what do we got here? Oh, no, that's Aaron's cheese.
So I'm just waiting for the stock to thaw.
Those potatoes get, that's what I wanted to know.
Yes, I used the potatoes. I did use the potatoes yesterday and made a paneer or something.
Excellent.
A paneer.
That's good because that's what makes more chips. Remember the potato chips?
Oh yeah, I remember the potato chips.
That's in the French toasted toast. I bet you that's in Maples.
Oh, that's cute.
Super cute.
What time is it? Is it almost? Oh,
22.
Well,
What are you looking at, Tanya?
I'm looking at the
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought, wow, she's a mystic. She's just looking out the window and going, it's only
Conjuring.
8 minutes to 12.
Right.
She's at the computer. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lightly oil all of the eggplant that I have been drying on tea towels. Lightly oil it, and I'm going to preheat a cast iron grill. Oh. And I'm going to put my lightly oiled eggplant on here and cook it off so that we're going to have all of our elements together to start layering sooner than later.
And then you wanted us to buy it.
Our tomatoes.
This basement was full of stuff.
Nice flat. And it just says to season. I don't season the eggplant with anything else. I'm just doing a light olive oil.
A light olive oil or a light drizzle?
A light drizzle slash coating of olive oil. Thank you. And I'm going to use the extra light tasting olive oil.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Okay, that's not an extra virgin.
That's okay. I
So
don't,
that
I mean, smoke
actually
point on that is better.
Is better. It actually is better. So the olive oil sometimes extra virgin will make it kind of like damp and like soggy, whereas the olive oil kind of gets it a little bit crispier. That's nice.
It's not as heavy, right?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know
It'll get
what
it crispier. That's it. So it's a little bit better for frying if you're looking for frying and that sort of thing. Where the olive oil you can't really fry with extra virgin olive oil. Just sop all your stuff, make
Yeah.
it soggy.
Because the smoke point is
Get a
very
smoke
high.
point, yeah.
That makes sense. And but I do love extra virgin olive oil and butter mince to saute.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
what I was going to ask about was the, yeah, there's no seasoning or anything. It is just the, dry the eggplant, single layer, fry, drain, another batch of eggplant, and then repeat with the remaining eggplant, and, okay.
I have to
And
say,
then the roux.
I'm getting kind of lost in the recipe. I feel like sometimes when I watch it, it might be like, do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
this
we are
this
very
is OG,
fragmented.
Yeah, yeah. So this
And-
is OG way of like following a recipe though. But I just realized how much I don't read recipe books anymore.
I looked at that full page and went, oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right?
but we're dividing it into jobs that'll make it come
Easier.
together.
Yeah, it'll come together.
Okay, we have melted. Perfect.
I'm gonna use the washroom, and then I gotta get to this. Okay. Going like this.
Now, this has already been used on the raw meat.
Am I in the? Oh, yeah, they can see. Okay, 1 second. I will be right back, and I have to use the washroom now.
Okie dokie. So our beef and our lamb has been very slowly cooking. See, I gently persuaded it to thaw, and then made it a little warmer so that it would partially cook. And this is still hot enough that by the time we get the onions sauteed, this is ready to go in and cook completely. And the joy of it is that it'll continue cooking in the tomato juice and the sauteed onion and in the pork gelatin that we're using. And so it'll absolutely season up this meat even more and build those flavor profiles. As you know, I watch a lot of cooking shows. Anyhow, this is almost ready to add in when Nicoletta comes back and sautés the onion. She'll have all the meat ready for her ragu.
Okay.
So
Also, just a moment. I gotta saute the garlic. I'm back.
excellent. I'm breaking up your meat
Okay.
because we don't want bumpy meat. It's not
Okay.
a meatball sucker.
So this is kind of like when I was reading the recipe, it almost appears as though it's like a Greek-ish version of like Italian bolognese. So like all of the preparation for it, and as well as the like cooking methodology, exactly the same. So I'm just essentially using just different spices.
Absolutely.
So the Italians and their bolognese like to start with what is called a sofrito. So that's extra virgin olive oil, carrot, onion, celery. This recipe is only using extra virgin olive oil and onions, and then you add the meat,
Tomatoes, eggplant. So those are
wine.
what build and the
and
wine.
yes.
Wine.
Yes. What were you saying? Sorry, I cut you off though.
I don't know. You have
Okay.
the wine. Whatever it was, it's gone. But what I would like to do here, actually, for some of our cooking, is just freeze some wine in ice cube trays.
Oh, okay.
And then we've got to, well, they say,
what are you thinking?
well, they say,
Yeah, I approve that.
okay, the owner / operator / farmer / great idea person says she okays that.
Okay.
And so they say to freeze leftover wine in ice cube trays and use it for cooking.
Right.
And my first obvious question was, leftover wine? What is that?
I don't. Right.
Never heard of it.
What is leftover wine? Oh, I'm just gonna sneak past here.
Absolutely.
My mom always told me that when you're cooking, it's called a wooden spoon. This is beautiful. We're gonna turn it down just a little bit. It's cooking very
And
fast.
normally we would use pork fat or pork lard to saute, but today we're using olive oil because this is going to be a very rich dish as it is because of this, the bechamel, the cheese, the seasonings. So we don't want to overwhelm. So 500.
So just allowing the garlic to just sweat in the pan. What do I like to do? Let's get a little dish, like a little resting dish for my food. Look, it's just raining out there.
Oh, well, I saw it coming in from the west. Oh, when we looked out at the clock outside.
The clock outside. I thought I was scaring off.
I did. I thought, oh wow, she's like marking where the sun is and telling us it's only 5 to 12.
Right? Okay, so we're gonna go like this.
This is going to preheat. I have my little stork bag full of dried up or dried off eggplant that I'm just going to toss in a bowl with some olive oil.
Adding the meat. Okay. This is browning it very nicely before we're adding.
Oh, that looks so beautiful.
It looks nice.
I'm just going to put your tomatoes in here. I
Do
need
it.
a container.
Do it.
Oh, shoot. I didn't say I was going to do it neatly. I can't believe that my beautiful friend Liz saw our picture and
It's funny how that happens. I know
It
it's happened to
is.
me a few times. I'll think of someone and then they call, or I think
Yeah.
of someone, then they'll message me, or even vice versa. Someone will say, "No way, I was just thinking about you," and then you called. You
Yeah.
know. So, are you done with this?
yes,
Or
I
you
need it.
gonna- you need it. Okay.
Oh, what were you going to use it for?
I don't know. I'm just trying to clean my station, but
I
I
know.
feel like sometimes it's not a clean your station kind of situation that's happening here. It's kind of like we'll just clean it at the end,
Right, because we still kind of need a bit of everything that's out here.
right?
We can probably, is the honey in the meat?
Not yet. Nope.
No, I mean, is that where it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll keep. What are
That's
we using?
local.
But is that the hot? That's hot.
Oh,
though.
yeah, that's the hot one. Sorry.
That's the hot one. So we'll go over here. I really want to clean up some of the stations, so I'll put out some chicken. Oh shit! I need some stuff on this one. Linden basswood flour. That'll do. And then I could do some dishes.
Yeah, so that's clean.
Okay.
So we're going to have a taste of this very unctuous and very dense honey. Linden and basswood flower.
Honey. So that's a local honey?
Correct.
I wonder what kind of
Look at
flowers.
things.
I wonder what kind of flowers it got.
Super rich.
Yeah, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Tiffany? Or have you done the,
Yeah, we're done.
excellent.
So I don't know
We're
what
trying to help your cause of tidying our station.
Tidying it up as we go.
Okay, I'm just going to toss those guys in oil and get them on the.
Live your best life. Okay.
All right. I'm actually kind of glad I thought these were going to be way too thick, but I forget that we cook them. Like we cook them down,
Yes.
so to speak.
A whole thing of tomatoes. We use a whole thing of tomatoes. That's
Yep.
nice.
Yep.
Okay.
There's some. You might find some.
I just do it by eye because that's just what I'm used to doing.
And I
doing
mean,
it by eye,
good chefs would normally have a quick shot before they put it in and say, "Opa."
right? That's good. That's good. So I think how much wine does it call for?
1 cup.
1 cup. So I don't know what that was. Probably half a cup, and then we're gonna add a little bit of juice.
A minute and a half a cup.
Yeah, right? There, look, we made wine. Right?
Should have saved that for Easter.
Right? Oh, yeah. Look, we made wine. Hey, actually, you know what? This would have been a nice Easter dish because I know a lot of people do lamb on Easter.
Yep. Wow, this just soaks up the oil.
Woo!
Smelling good?
Well, I'm getting the alcohol a little bit.
Well, that means it's cooking off, so.
I mean, it's cooking off, but like alcohol juice. It's giving it a little bit of a gray color, but I feel like that'll like. I feel like once we add the tomatoes,
After
everything
too
will
much
be okay.
alcohol, I usually have a great color too.
Right.
Well, and we're looking at the beautiful pink of the meat too, right? So, okay, this looks, didn't even look coated, it soaked it right up.
But actually, you know what? I forgot that that's lamb, and lamb actually does have a little bit of It's not terribly pink like beef, eh?
No. Especially when it's cooked, it is a grayer color for sure, in my experience.
Yeah.
Which is why I always prefer lamb rare, because the little lamb lollipops, the little tiny lamb
Oh,
chops.
that's how you like your lamb, yeah.
Quick plug,
Okay.
across the street is a restaurant called Alibaba's, and he makes the best lamb lollipop appetizer you'll ever have. Cooked to perfection, fantastic. All of the food at Alibaba's is
It's
fantastic.
very nice. Yeah.
It's starting to smell so good in here.
That's
Does it?
good. We're told it's starting to smell good in here.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Okay, I
check
have,
the temperature.
so I'm gonna put these on the preheated grill in the oven.
Hi.
You made it to the Middle East and you returned.
I did want to return, but.
Okay. Okay, what'd you say that there was something in here? What did you
There
say,
will be
Sam?
some stems, like not stems, but yeah, the more coarse part, or the coarser part. Okay. When in doubt, use your hands.
Right. My hands are clean. Very clean.
But be careful.
Which they love green.
Ooh, it's really raining out there, eh?
Oh, there it goes. Yep. After all of this work, I must keep a very close eye. My luck. Didn't hear that here.
Okay. Okay, it's coming together a little bit nicer now. There.
Oh yeah, I think the fun will be in the assembly as all of these things sort of come together. That's why I don't sing for my supper, you'll know.
They were just around the other.
I hope we get a nice big thunderstorm. We've got all plate glass windows here.
Right?
Yep.
I think I seen it was gonna get nicer.
Hey, you work at the Tree of Life place?
I do.
You?
Yeah.
I went there today. Are they not open?
No, they're not open. Do you need something?
I have one of those spray bottles.
Oh, I know everyone wants one of those spray bottles. We're open Wednesday until Saturday.
And also look for stone. This
A what?
lapis.
Lapis lazuli? No.
Yeah, I tried
Yeah.
to open, but it's.
You want it more open? Yeah.
So they're not open on street no more? Or?
No, I don't know. Geography, let's talk about gallery. Yeah. Oh, there's also like mainline. Yeah, so the Tree of Life used to be like a really big store. Now she's just shifting all the astrologers or like a therapy or something like that. That's great. So like mainline astrology is really fantastic. Everything. I know. Well, it's good. It's mostly there's like a seat.
Okay. And there's another stall. It's stirred. It's definitely reducing. And the tomatoes will break down beautifully.
Right?
So nice.
Yeah, that's to me it's what she does for sure. Is yeah, the blue bottle, like the summer. That's the service of the blue bottle, yeah. So yeah, she's really good. But tomorrow they're open at 11. So you go in tomorrow.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, right?
Kim is making these.
What are those? Let me see.
These are also really sweet.
Okay, so
Do you know why they call it? You're gonna love this.
tomatoes, juices, honey.
Like, they used to
I
have.
don't know. Nicoletta added the honey. Did you add the honey?
No, I'll do it in a second.
No worries. I just was gonna put it away.
They had thieves who would steal what do you call it? The grated
Oregano,
robbers,
cinnamon.
grape robbers. So they were convinced that you rub this oil on you.
Covered stuff. Now we're cooking the
Yeah, you know,
eggplant
that's why it's used in the
discs.
right? I don't care. You steam food oil, that's the oil.
Then we will make the roux or the béarnaise white sauce that goes with it.
Yes, no, I didn't do it yet. I'm
No,
coming.
yeah, no. I was actually gonna put it away.
Okay. Oh, see, no, look, it's coming together. Look, there's a nice red color that
Yeah.
you would see with like a bolognese, that sort of thing. I'm not, it smells a little bit different than the bolognese that Italians do.
My head's in the oven, so you're talking to the.
That's good. That's good. Okay.
These are not easy to put.
Tomatoes. Oh, I gotta add some honey. Well, how much honey? What does it tell me?
Like a tablespoon.
Honey, come on.
I need the other tongs. Excuse me.
Yeah, do it. Live your best life. 1 teaspoon. Oh, it's not, okay, teaspoon. I'm just gonna put teaspoon on. Now I have to say measuring honey. I'm not married to measuring honey, but that's okay. Ah, sticks everywhere. Okay.
I've always You come out here too and do some cooking?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then like on my days off, or when I would need to work from home, I just bring my laptop here. I don't get much work done, but
No, we have to hang out.
because we hang out and
happens.
stuff. But yeah, no, what would you say? I'm a patron of the store.
Get some, but that sounds fairly masculine. You're not a patron.
Patron of the store. Yeah.
Patreon. Ah, that's cool. It's the first I've seen you here since this.
Yeah, I don't live far, so.
Are you still doing the readings too?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Still want to do that?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. It's a day job. That's my day job. Okay, let me see here. Now we add what? What do we add? Parsley. You know what?
We're gonna eat that up. Oh. Right. I don't know what I'm thinking. Well, we're getting close to assembly. I look at the other rack and no, preheat.
Where does the oregano go?
In the meat?
Does it? That's what I'm
I
trying to
don't
figure out.
Yeah, the cinnamon oregano, the cinnamon mixture and
It
oregano.
says
goes in.
parsley, stock. Oh yeah, oregano. Okay.
Excellent, I'm started.
That's gonna take a while to cook.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's porch visit.
Oh,
I probably should go in there. And the rice?
I love
Oh,
this
that's right.
pepper. I love this pepper cracker. Like you don't even know how much I love this pepper cracker.
Well, number one,
Has
number
it-
two,
Love
it's-
it.
I think it's got
Love
white pepper in it,
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh well.
which means that there might be a little more than you. Can I start? Might scratch that.
I don't know how I feel about this.
It's not smelling right? I mean,
I don't know.
it's a different smell for
It's a
sure.
different smell.
What is
There's
it?
your
Is it the
spatula.
cinnamon and the whatever?
Yeah.
That's very traditional. Oh, that's
Is it?
gonna be so good. Yes. We're doing the right thing, ladies.
It's
Smelling the right way.
Is
Oh,
it?
oh yeah.
I could actually catch that.
The Italians would be rolling in their grave doing any kind of oregano and sauce. That's like the biggest no-no in planet. Oh yeah. You
Why
know,
not oregano and sauce?
it's just not a traditional way. The only time you would put oregano in a sauce would be for pizza. That's what distinguishes pizza sauce from any other sauce is that there is oregano.
I thought it was the fennel, because I feel like there's fennel in pizza sauce.
No, it's oregano.
Really? No. Oh, and I guess I'm French Canadian, so I'm screwing everything up. But it tastes good. I like it.
It's lovely, yeah. So
As far
pizza
as
sauce,
putting this on the countertop, is it made for that?
It's better not to.
Yeah, I prefer not to.
what do you want me to do? Do you want me to do something?
Well, oh, that's what I was doing. Where's that cutting
So you
board?
can do a little puzzle.
Yeah, perfect. Throw the other one into preheat. Put it on. Some butter.
Where was that olive guy that you were getting from for a while?
Yes, I am getting it from Tara.
Oh my god, yes, but they
She
have.
said end of April. I just have to get quick girl when so she was the olives in the tub are in, the oil is not in. We'll disassemble. I don't get right.
Yes.
We have a new system now, but I don't know.
Your system calls.
Just letting people know.
Okay.
That smells so good, whatever you guys are making.
Does it smell good? Yeah.
Smells super good, yeah.
She's Italian. We never make Greek recipes.
Of course, yeah.
Like I don't know
It's
how
not
I feel about
confusing.
it. This is all wrong. Just kidding.
Being an ex-chef, I know that's it. Delicious.
It looks nice though. Now the colors coming together it looks nice. I should probably start them.
What? No problem. Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay, I can wait.
What's your phone number?
Yeah.
705
Awesome.
920.
Is there a plug for the station?
I think it's been like a year and a half.
Correct.
Wow, eh? Yeah,
Give me
using
that.
organic stored Colorado ones, and those are gross.
I've been buying these. It's like that.
Yeah, those are all. Those ones I find there are too. The green ones are too hard.
Yeah. We used to watch the other thing. Doesn't really matter. Zero.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
I'm worried like John Ogle is gonna hurt them.
Oh my god.
Even if the green ones like coffee,
Oh my god.
Okay. Next layer of eggplant. It's like my never-ending story.
Eggplants are? Onto here. Yeah. Is this dirty?
That one is not. In your right hand. It's not. Yep, that's working.
Yeah.
These guys over.
First thing in the morning, like, yeah, good morning to you, Dad. We're selling them, but we're going to sleep.
Okay. So we have another batch of eggplant to be oiled and cooked in our oven until it's golden brown on both sides. It feels a little mushy, but it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to have a big crispy texture when it goes into assembly. Makes it nice and soft and easy to cut through. Make sure these are all well-oiled machines here. And thank you, Nicoletta, for doing the half-time tidy.
Absolutely.
I'll do the end of the half tidy. I mean, end of the game tidy.
Oh, face. Dates.
That's not going to be enough cheese. We need a whole lot more cheese. So I'm just going to check on the eggplant. The other one's in.
Pardon? Main line crystals. It's right about like Wednesday, like yeah. Yeah, it is really nice. It's really soft. You think more soft, but it's like 22. I'm like, oh shit, girl, this is you. I love doing that. Yeah. But they have everything to really go with stuff. Travel spot. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, she has everything. She has opal, like it's pretty with opal peppers, opal like with fruits. She has yeah, she has more. Yeah. Cool.
ready, and ready to add. So I'm going to flip our eggplant in there, add another rack, and I'd be finally be done with my eggplant endeavor.
Oh, could I ask you, can you use girl powder?
So they tell that there are slight hot spots in some. Like not, it's not a bad thing.
Like some spots are hotter than others.
Yeah, I can see where things are just a little bit differently. This does look lovely. The eggplant from the peel in is almost got like a greenish tint. It's starting to look a little zucchini-ish. Except for that beautiful aubergine
Yeah, I could.
skin.
Okay, I want to do this test for myself. I'm like, I want to know exactly what's in there.
Now these guys get placed.
Yeah,
Just watch your step, I dropped two. Stop being so OCD.
Is this okay? I run this.
Yeah, that's a sterilizer. No, that's fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna run it. How long does it take?
3 minutes.
That's it? Okay. What do I do? Just start?
Oh, sorry, P1. And that's it.
Okay.
Ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on the just not saying. Okay. I'm going to get what I need. Out for the bechamel sauce. So that's just the joy of countertop cooking, because we have everything we need right here. Now I have hot sauce pan. I wonder if I should make the bechamel in the cast iron. Good.
You happy you had your last thought Monday?
Yes, I'm happy.
Ready for now until next year. We'll save up our enthusiasm for 9 months.
Swiss or Gruyere, we're going to need some more, lots more cheese. Okay, so
That looks nice. Look how nice this
It's
is coming
beautiful.
together. It looks nice and uniform. All the juices
Yeah.
seem to be.
it smells amazing balls. So I'm going to get Calabrese is, if I'm not mistaken.
It smells delicious.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Olives, oil, sea salt, vinegar. I'm looking to see. We've got wine, we've got yogurt, we've got cheeses. Just tibia. Feta. Calabrese. Similar to Gruyere. Calabrese, Swiss or Gruyere. I'm going to go and check for the cheese we need.
We're going to keep it pending. And then into this, she gets back. Take care. You can bring this other trouble on. I think so. I didn't actually talk to Lauren, but everybody said she did okay. In fact, I let her know we were traveling. You guys still on?
Yeah, I think so.
Nicoletta, can you make a better rice? We did it yesterday. Remember? We did it.
I don't know how to make rice in a rice cooker, but yeah, I do it.
We just did it yesterday. Remember what it was?
We did it when we just sterilized. Are you okay? I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that?
Sorry.
Are you sure it's 1 to 1?
That's how we made it yesterday. Was it good yesterday? You want to have a little more?
I don't want to be responsible. But it was too spicy. No, the rice. No, I thought it was like sticky a little bit at the bottom.
I'm looking at cheese shells or the Moussaka. And it's Gruyere, Swiss, and caramel on top. Is this one?
Really nice.
Perfect.
Oh,
And we need breadcrumbs. So we've got crackers.
1 to 1 then, right? So you think I made enough rice yesterday? So I think it's 1 to 1.
That's all I'm having.
But you're like we eat. I don't know. And you like when I wash it, right? Is it done?
Okay, I'm gonna turn this in. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So sweet.
You like orchids?
I love orchids.
It's so gorgeous.
Is it the colander section?
Correct, it is. I always say correct. I get tired of saying yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, they're right.
Oh, that's what the place
They
needed.
don't need a lot of water.
Clang, 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 and bang, 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 all day.
You got two seasons.
All right. So, butter, flour.
Yeah, you Brandon.
No.
No.
Matt is on the chocolate.
The other one's not out yet.
Otherwise, the Republic will get.
Okay, you're gonna have to keep the taste smaller for you. I can't.
Why, you don't have snow?
Nope.
This May 7th, you're good.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon's leaving back
Cold?
home.
Well, April 21 comes
Came back from where?
He just came back from.
I just moved it slow.
Well, aren't you making?
Oh,
No,
Okay, perfect.
This one's good.
Just traveling?
I would. No, it smells lovely.
Desert.
First sip.
Cold.
It might.
I'm not sure how how's your
Oh, good lord.
Yeah. I just walked
Remember
by
I
them.
said-
So that's kind of John. Yeah, I did it another year too.
Well, we're gonna make roasted baba ganoush with this
Why?
because it's pretty toasty.
It's softened, no?
These guys are done. I'm not gonna put it in because that for a second.
Yeah. I'm a foodie, so it's good food. Yeah, man, that's the way to look at that. Yeah, you just travel and all sorts of things. So there, yeah. So,
This one in.
Yeah.
how they turn out.
So far, so good.
I guess the lights were on.
Yeah, it is.
Line is still going.
Oh,
Where does this go?
One of these two first. It's heavy. And I've got the arm strength of keep.
Of a kitchen?
Yeah, at the best of times. Or grip strength rather.
Where does the top go? Under?
Hello, how are you? Very well. I bet you're not really loving all the damp weather.
No.
No. I am gonna put them back in because there's nowhere else to sit.
Yeah, I've got them hatching out right now in North Bay.
Oh yeah, like
My
your
little
own,
pigs, my own little pigs.
yeah. Like you're gonna be bringing in your own like chicken.
Yes, I'm bringing mine and then my neighbor's
Hello,
gonna
that
do
noise?
some for us also. The ones that are in there now, sorry, the ones that are in there now are from Amos's farm, so they're inside. But I'm gonna have Jared read them.
Okay.
Yeah, yours were such
There
a
are
big
going to be
difference
2
in,
cups of
taste
milk
and,
here.
everything,
Watch.
like the color. I'm like, oh my god, this is real.
I know.
Grilled chicken.
We keep, well, I
Just
don't
shy.
remember anymore.
That is A-okay.
No, I don't either.
You can't do
Those guys have to. Oh, that is over. That's Michelle's. I'm not going to touch it because I will break it. Her, the oil is overflowing. Yeah.
Okay, is this all dirty?
Yes, I've just been soaking it.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, I was trying to bring flowers.
Yeah, okay.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's nice.
Appreciate you, ladies.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we
That's so
appreciate,
awesome.
you when it's your-
Yeah, Chloe makes that.
Yeah, you too. I love working, so enjoy it.
Hey,
Take care.
this guys. And honey, you did. Oh, I just had a thought. Scary as that may be. There's a whole lot of spinach.
I don't know. I'm crazy for Greek stuff. I don't know. I like Italian.
I know, you're a little biased. But I feel like the spinach will just add a little bit of oomph. And I'm not a fan of cooked spinach, but if it's in this sauce, we'll consult with Michelle. This is really reducing. And I'm going to top this up.
Yeah, like you said, I said we're gonna write a book here.
Hi.
Are you waiting for me? Do you need something?
No, she's got it. Anything?
Flour. So I'm going to be making a basic and then adding cheese. So, I'm going to use a couple tablespoons of rice flour. That's good. I'm going to be making some baba ganoush with the crispy ones.
Sesame in there?
Olive oil. You need olive oil on them?
Olive oil, yeah. I don't use sesame for anything. I can't even think of like one thing I use sesame for.
As a garnish on Asian.
No.
Oh, I love sesame. Anything.
Well, Asian food. I'm really not. Asian food.
You think they're too dark, but they can move into your moussaka and do it.
Okay, so they're not burnt tasting.
No, they're not
Okay,
burnt
that's all
tasting. I like
know.
them. They're fine.
Okay, perfect. All right.
They're like, almost like, eggplant chips.
Hey, yeah.
They're good. Wait, eggplant. Let them fly. Put a little bit of sauce on it with cheese. Oh yeah, I have to make this right.
I keep looking at this cheese and wanting to call it topo gijo. So I'm using a topo São Jorge Portuguese cheese. And I'm assuming it's going to be very yummy and it'll grate and melt beautifully. But every time I say topo São Jorge, I want to say topo gijo.
There's a button.
I'm dating myself.
Yeah.
Topo gijo is a mouse. Remember topo gijo?
Topo is the Italian vero word for mouse. Topo.
Topo gijo was a lovely cartoon growing up.
Gijo the mouse, yeah.
Yes, Gijo the mouse. We had a cat friend. I'm not going to remember the cat's name. That was way back there with. Who were the bendy ones?
I don't recall.
Yeah, so then I came back here and then
One was a horse. One was a guy. They were flat and they were made out of rubber.
it was cooking.
Ooh. Don't come to me. What's it? No, the flat. They were like puppets, rubber puppets. Rubber puppet baby puppet. Where's my list? Oh, so I'll have to be transferred to beef, pork, or the beef, the lamb. And so now we are ready to make the bechamel. Oh, the nutmeg goes with
What? The bechamel is good. That's the.
Yeah, I'm just trying to assemble all my ingredients because there are times when I get ahead of myself.
Ooh, that's hot.
Yes, our water temperature gets very high. Pale golden brown. So I'm going to make a brown roux. There we go. Egg, nutmeg, and stirred white sauce. Perfect. And then 2 eggs beaten. Well, there are so many steps to this.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do.
I just happen to have 2 eggs right here. I love it when the plan comes together. Alrighty. This is a very long process. I'm sure if you're having your coffee and doing a crossword or a lovely background noise for you. And if not, and you've lost interest, sorry, tune back in a while, you'll see the finished product. Okay. Where is my bowl?
Did I take it?
No, it's okay. I usually just use a.
Yeah. Yeah. You know how many times I turn that on and put a cup under here? Like all the time. I'm always messing that up. So cottage feta.
Cottage feta?
Yep. And nutmeg. 1 cup. 1/4 cup. 1 cup. Okay. So that means salt and a little bit of vinegar to make this feta-ish. Because it is goat cheese. So we're going to salt it and brine it a bit. Carry over the flavor. We'll have to add in red wine vinegar to our list of items that we transferred from the grocery into the culinarium, which we use for varying things like this. And wash my hands 1 more time. I feel like you rock. Thank you.
What else have we got here?
So really, we need to grate this cheese.
Okay, do you want me to do
These
something?
eggs.
Looks like
That says just set aside, or cover and set aside. What do you think? Is it cooked down?
just reduce just a touch more, but then it should be good.
Perfect.
Just a little bit, just enough to say. So, but even if it's a little bit liquidy, it's still okay. But just reduce and turn it into a beautiful color.
I would be willing to bet that the eggplant will soak up any liquid.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. We need to grate the black part of this cheese, and I haven't tried it yet.
You want me to?
That would be awesome, but let's have a little taster.
I love this cheese.
I know. This is the Portuguese topo gijo, topo sal jorge. Oh,
It's like a manchego, kind of, sort of, with the crumbliness and creaminess of a cheddar. That's how I put it. I don't know. Does that sound about right?
absolutely.
Okay. We're gonna take off the. Well, it's melting anyways. Is this going in there to melt?
Yes,
So, like, if we're grating it, so this is kind
into
of a
the white
crumbly-
sauce. You're right, that's brilliant. My
Like
brother.
like crumbly cheese. Well, I could give it like a rough whatever, take off the rind.
Yeah.
How much are we doing of this? How much does it say?
I think it's a cup. 1 cup grated Graviera, Swiss or Gruyere. And that's
What
close
do you
enough.
think? This is probably a cup.
Yeah.
That's
And then this will account for the feta and the cottage cheese.
wait, can I put it in here? Like, where can I put it?
Blah, 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 blah. Cottage cheese, feta, Graviera, and nutmeg. Yeah.
So I can put it in there?
Yes, ma'am. And,
So I'm just gonna give it a rough chop because if it's going to be melted anyways.
look, that's so smart.
And what do you think? This is a half a cup. So I could just put it in there. And say, okay, that's
Oh, yeah.
perfect.
There we go. How much is that doggy? How much am I calling for nutmeg?
That's another one where my belief system is that less is more.
I know, and
Is it a
I'm
degree to disagree? Of nutmeg, cinnamon. So I was really surprised that a lot of little spices went in there. But
well, red wine, tomatoes, honey, parsley, stock, oregano, cinnamon, allspice, pepper. Where's the nutmeg? Oh, there's and this calls for a teaspoon of grated nutmeg.
that's a lot.
It is.
I think that's a lot.
It is, but it's all part of that flavor profile from that Greek perspective.
So I was just like, what a lot of the things that they're adding, it makes it seem like it's a warm. Something's like a warm, like
Yes.
a warmness to it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what part of Greece this is from. Is it from somewhere that's coastal, or is it somewhere that's close to the mountains?
Popular favorite all over Greece and her islands. In tabernas, it's usually made in large, shallow baking dishes. Yeah, and they cut the squares out. Private homes, you may be presented with papoutsakya, little shoes of eggplant shells filled with meat sauce and cheese custard, or your own individual moussaka cooked in a clay pot. An authentic moussaka does take time, but it can be made a day ahead, and it also freezes well. Well, we're starting on the it takes time part. I'm going to eyeball that a teaspoon would fall into this just like that. So it's just the nutmeg. We need parsley for the top of it. These guys are good. They're also going to be
Nope, over that. What, no,
Okay. So there we go. We got this.
oh,
Okay. Anything else?
I'm just looking here because
I'm
I'm got
having
milk.
this too, but
Yeah,
this is really good.
yeah, I'll take the other half of that.
I could cut more.
Okay.
Can I?
It's not easy making this food and then not being able to eat it.
Right. Oh yeah. Right.
And by the end of eating that piece of cheese, it's creamy. Very yummy. Oh, yeah.
So where's the element? My clothes might like what?
Well, I basically try and center it on the, and I also notice where the heat,
Where does the heat
where the
go?
hot spots are. So I'm going to need a couple tablespoons of flour. And thus far,
I'm like a semi-irrational fear.
I share your semi-irrational fear.
Okay, never mind. Okay,
Turn your vent this way.
okay. I just press rice and I step away, right?
So this says be pale and frothy, but our eggs come from Massey.
I can't help myself with how far cheese.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, sounds like you don't.
And I don't know that they'll ever get pale because these beautiful eggs that come from these open farms in the middle of Mennonite country, east of us, west of us here in Massey, and it says frothy and pale. These eggs don't get pale; they're yellow.
They're yellow. They're very yellow. They're nice, rich, golden color. Yeah, very good.
And that said,
What are you doing with this apple?
nothing eating it.
Okay,
Oh
good.
my gosh, with that cheese.
Right?
Apple. Absolutely. Silly ass. Oh my god.
Right?
No, like,
I know. I was like, what are you doing with that apple? Like, come on.
mm,
Right?
what is food?
Exactly, right? Take care of yourself. Ladies, smells delicious.
Okay.
Good, nice to see you. So that's really boiling the fat.
I made this yesterday. It turned out really nice. It was good, eh?
I'm anxious to try it.
Did you guys like my,
Paneer,
but yeah.
that thing,
Here was amazing.
I'm really anxious to try it. So we make our own, now is paneer the dish? What's the name of for the cheese that we make? The cheese is the paneer that we make from milk that's close to or past expiry, slightly past expiry. And we don't season it, because we put it into and it takes on much of the flavor of whatever it is that one is cooking. And I don't want too much of this.
Hey, this milk though I can discard. This
Absolutely.
is not chicken.
No.
Okay.
It just gets too watery for chicken butter. So my roux is going to cook down. And because I'm using rice flour, it's not a pure white that you would get with all-purpose flour. It's already a little bit brownish. But I also let the butter cook long enough to slightly brown so that we get a little bit more flavor and cook out that flouriness of the flour.
The starchy, yeah.
Yeah, the starchiness of the flour. And I do this low and slow because once this takes off and starts thickening, it's a runaway train that just needs egg and cheese. So,
I mean, did these go up here?
yes, unless there's a lip on them. Is there a little lip?
Yeah.
Lip ones go in the pharmacy.
Or just take them aside.
Yeah, and they go on the right-hand side behind Rochelle on a shelf.
I'll just accumulate them.
There should be 3 total.
That's it?
Yeah.
So they just go on the shelf.
Yes.
Am I not back?
Yep.
Okay.
So this roux is definitely thickening slowly. I'm not going to add more flour. I'm going to add a little bit more heat to see how this process goes, because I would like it to be a little paler brown, but also a little thicker.
Get my face so
I know, it's the best. I have to remember to take my glasses off every time we open the dish sanitizer. We get a steamer facial. Yeah, I wonder how much of this is actually going to make it to sale. So I've got small bubbles starting with this roux. And again, taking my time with it. Starting to get foamy, which tells me I'm probably ready to add milk butter.
So you're gonna write this on, but where does this go?
Oh, under here.
As well as this one, it probably goes, they probably
Yes.
go together.
Yep.
Okay.
Literally one on top of the other.
Clean up.
Thank you so much.
I see where this goes. This goes over here probably.
Your powers of deduction, amazing.
And this one goes in there, and there.
Underneath in those guys' stacks.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, I guess power of deduction is a strength of yours, isn't it?
Why was that? What is that? What does that mean?
Power of deduction, like it means you draw conclusions, you make, you
Yes,
formulate
yes.
thoughts and
Opinions,
that too. But
conclusions.
that's right, and the conclusions and being able to draw what I'm getting from what you've told me about bits and pieces that you do is that must be what guides you when you are doing readings. for
Oh,
example.
maybe. But I think it's like working in the
Intuition.
kitchen. There's a practicality of having all the same things at the same places and that sort of
Okay, don't dumb it down. I thought you were
Okay.
really smart.
No, not today. Not today.
Not today, Einstein.
Right. I don't know. Maybe. Make sure everything's getting done.
This doesn't feel right.
Why?
I don't know. It feels grainy.
Oh, well, you're stuck.
Hold on.
You have a choice now.
Well, what do I think it's going to taste like? It's flour and butter. Like, duh. And half a cup at a time, I'm going to slowly add in the milk. Stir it until it's combined and there aren't any lumps. Some people use a whisk for this, but I'm thinking, why not just not beat the crap out of it? Start to thicken.
Another dish I could do right now? Probably not.
Do that now. Yeah, I have to get rid of that cream. I don't know what to do with it. So we'll, I am a little wondering about or don't want lumps in my salad. It's a coming.
Can I start this? Is this started?
So what I'm going to need is, I'm going to put this on.
Okay. Is that started?
Yeah, it's, no, you should see the green button. No, P1. Hold it for a sec.
Oh, I can hear it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, this is now coming along.
Whoa, did I close that properly?
Yes, sometimes it
Okay.
bubbles like that. It's
Okay.
usually an indication we need to clean it or something. Okay, this is thickening beautifully. Almost ready to come off the heat. Yeah, are you okay if we kind of divided up the labor and dividing
Oh,
conquered? Okay, I wondered, I wonder if she's like a very orderly and linear
So
chef
what would you like me to do?
skill. Nothing at all. I was just asking if that was comfortable for you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? You could stir thoroughly stir 1/3 of the eggs into the
So we're
cheese
just going to go a little bit at a time. So,
into the cheese mixer.
oh, okay.
1/3, mix it up, and then all of it. I'll read it again just to make sure. Thoroughly stir 1/3 of the beaten eggs
Oh,
into the
too
cheese
late now.
mixture. Then
Too
add
late
the
now.
remainder all at once. Oh, too late now.
Too late now.
As you're pouring, perfect.
Or something. Yeah, it's kind of 1/3 though.
Yep.
Oh, look, there's your boyfriend.
Hello,
What's his name again?
Daryl Harris is here
Hello,
to visit
Daryl.
today. Hello, does it smell good? Or do you need a hug? So it's usually good for both. Okay, so this.
So,
How are you, Daryl?
very good. How you doing? You know, the sun won't come
So this is
So was this all the cheese? We just had two different kinds of cheese in here. We had the gruyere and then the feta. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 cup. So the cottage cheese / feta and the Swiss. Because all that baby's going in here.
Ladies, one more.
Oh, let's change positions. Go this way.
Oh, okay.
This is fun.
Very good.
I look like the
thank
creepy
you.
old aunt.
Yeah, no,
I'm like-
no. Okay.
Okay, so this better flavor up, man. Nutmeg went in the eggs, so we are off to the races as it thickens. You're gonna have a seat and join us?
I'll keep it light when he shows up. I won't.
Absolutely. Oh,
He's,
I think it's wonderful.
he's,
Absolutely wonderful.
he's struggling with his world and packs his bags up.
Okay,
Becoming a clean,
I love it.
clean something.
Well, I'd say freak, but there's nothing freaky about cleaning. Okay, and that is going to get stirred into here.
Okay, so this is also in increments as well, so we're not gonna dump it all in, right? That seems logical to me. All right.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Do you
gonna
want me
take
to
this
do
off though. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna take it off the heat to add that.
Here's, did you want to stir it at the same time? So that makes sure we're not gonna get any scrambled eggs.
Oh, we need to temper that a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So here we're gonna go like this. Make sure you stir, 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 stir. Stir, 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 stir,
Because
stir.
it does make a sort of a custard, but yeah, we don't want scrambled. Which maybe
No, I think we're good.
No?
No, that's the, yeah, because I only put
Oh, the
the whatever
cheese.
in chunks.
Yeah. And it is. It looks a little grainy, but that's from the goat cheese.
I think it should come together once we put it in the heat. Because you actually do want to cook bechamel down a little bit.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, rest of it,
Into the cheese. Yeah.
that's it.
Oh, Nelly, she's warm in here.
You fine?
Oh yeah, as that cheese melts, it's getting goopier and goopier. And the last thing we need to do, there is a bag of crackers, like Melba toasty things. We need to just put them in a Ziploc and grind it to breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Just our easiest bet.
How much breadcrumbs do you need?
Half a cup, it says here.
That's it?
But I think we're gonna need more because we're doing multiple containers. And it is to
Now are we baking it? So we're putting it in the whatever, then we're baking it, right?
What happens next?
And we don't have parm. Just sprinkle on top.
Oh.
I heard brewer's yeast is better than parm.
Why is it in there? Well, okay, we have
Well,
a
that's the
Parmesan
Parmesan.
cheese. There's a Parmesan cheese.
Is it real?
We have a
Sounds
truck.
like big shot.
We have a
You get a wheel of cheese.
There's a huge wheel of cheese.
That was good. Are we tasting things as we go? Is it good? It smells so good.
Okay, so maybe taste
And
maybe
taste
you
the meats, the
Taste the meat sauce?
taste the meat sauce too, because I don't eat pork, so I added some pork in there. So I'm gonna reintroduce this just so we could. Is that okay with you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How do I do this?
Right here.
So just some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
As long as you want to, you have repeats on everything else.
Okay, taste the bullet. What was the ragu?
What pork did you put in?
The pork. This one.
Oh,
The broth. Yeah. Let me know how it is. I like the color of it. Salt.
Use a bit more salt.
Yeah, because I don't think we added much to begin with. Okay, so this is your garlic and your.
I try not to add a lot of salt as I'm cooking. So I don't know. I have some people in my family who don't want to do the salt. They have high blood pressure or whatever. So I don't want to use that, but I like it salty. I'm okay. I like it salty. Look at how beautiful.
I know, it's
The rice is so nice.
I'm sorry you removed that for you by putting pork in.
Oh, that's okay.
And this just gets wiped out, right? No, actually, sorry? Okay.
See how it is now. Oh, you like it, eh? Is it nice? It's perfect. What do you like about it? Try to describe what you like about it.
It's sort of like it just I don't want to say explodes because it doesn't really explode, but it just sort of like it's like it's an aromatic opening of your taste buds. It's really nice.
Here, let me
It's
try
very
a little
comforting.
bit. Try it a little
The
bit.
cinnamon is comforting, and I don't know, like it's just good.
Oh, that is cheesy. Goodness.
Okay, let me see how it. Pork kind of hurts my stomach more than anything, so I figured if I just have a little bit.
Part of the reason it is because of not the pork, but the pork.
Okay,
This is from my farm. You're gonna be good. with
it's
this
different.
Oh yeah, it's completely different.
one.
Okay.
It's completely different.
This has a richness to it. It's a silkiness, like a richness to the. I
Well, the
thought.
broth is silky and smooth because we use that high gelatin corn broth.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Pork broth. Yeah,
Okay.
You know what? It changes the texture of any sauce.
big time it does.
This like. Oh my god, that's good.
Isn't that
Is it
crazy?
That's really good.
Now we're off recipe, but we're substituting
Listen, we're
perfectly.
substituting with Northern Ontario ingredients. It's good. Absolutely. There's no.
And that's what and that's what you have to do. What I like about this, that's like a very aromatic. It has
It's
a
usually
warm,
aromatic, right? Like it feels like
it's like a
opens up.
warm. It's a warmness to it though. That's why I was asking. Like,
You
if
don't
the,
taste the cinnamon. I know you put cinnamon anyway.
I was like, that was like, it was calling
Oh
for
my
like.
goodness.
So isn't that
it nice?
beautiful?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And even with my limited sense of taste, that's crazy.
Kind of like it, but I have to say,
I
it
almost
has
want to
like
put a little
middle.
bit more salt. I just want
You
to
do it.
a little bit.
It's it has a Middle Eastern kind of feel to it. So
That's
too.
like Greece and Middle Eastern. I'm like,
Or like
very close.
right
They're
in the
basically
same,
across
like
the sea,
somewhere,
right? Like
somewhere
across the
right in the middle.
Mediterranean Sea and
Somewhere right
we're
in the
mixing
middle.
things.
So I didn't think I would like that because I'm like really used to Italian tasting things where it tastes like let's say the sunshine. This has more of like I said, like a Middle
Mountains,
Eastern,
like your
like a mountainous, like it's warmer. I'm wondering how it's gonna pair too with the bechamel because the bechamel is gonna have a nice warmness
And
too.
it's not tart, but the bechamel is a nice
This is
sharp.
so good.
What
It's
what
like,
was?
how much of this are we actually
Oh
going to
no,
sell
you're gonna
versus eating it?
right.
What's this butter here for? What's this? Oh, look. What's this for? What's this?
I tried to make paneer out of the heavy cream, have a taste, and it wouldn't curdle.
It extracted all the butter fat.
I know, it went, all the butter fat went
What's
to
it,
the
what's
top.
that called? What do you guys make? What's that called now?
Paneer?
No, when you did calcified
It's
butter.
your ghee. You just make ghee. Just strain it and just keep the butter fat off.
And then
Yeah,
sell
I'll let
it
it
for
cool and see.
$75 an ounce.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cook with it.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, once it cools, it'll be,
So now you're gonna layer them. So how many do you think we can make? We probably can make a few.
here, hold on.
Okay, so this goes off.
One of them we're gonna eat. But it'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
tomorrow. Maybe it'll be today.
Without a doubt.
But the paneer is ready, right? So now we're assembling. We're teaching assembling. Trying to get that Parmesan cheese. Did it get over here? Parmesan?
Was there nutmeg put in here? Yes.
There was nutmeg. Nutmeg is really good for that.
So what's nice about this
That
right
cheese
now
is
though,
addictive. Have a piece of apple.
oh my God,
It's crazy.
it's bananas.
Is it good? San George. I know you're saying Jorge or something.
I know.
San George. I don't know. I call
St.
it San
George's
George.
English sour Jorge.
It's part of the Azorean Islands in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
The Azorean Islands. They got some pretty cool cows, or the sheep. Is it sheep? Yeah. So another use.
That's very nice. We made our own wine. We used blueberry juice and vodka to get the alcohol and the grapes, right?
That's
Or is
it.
it bilberry?
Bilberry.
Yeah, bilberry.
Basically, it's European word for blueberry.
Oh, is it actually?
Ew.
No way.
That makes sense.
Yeah, learn something new every day. Just gonna shut this off, turn it on incrementally so that way it doesn't bubble over. But yes, this is a nice bechamel. I like it. I like it a lot. I guess people really like the ragu.
Oh my gosh, it's surreal how good it is.
Ragu a la Nicoletta. Okay, so the assemble. What is it? So we
Eggplant.
is it eggplant or is it a little bit of sauce at
I-
the beginning?
You know what? All Italians put a little bit of sauce in the bottom. I think it's bad juju if you don't.
That's right.
Guaranteed.
So are you gonna remember where your glasses are?
Absolutely, because you know.
So I think I could. That's
Dabble,
right,
do ya?
because if you're gonna put them in the oven, it's proper to have a little bit of sauce at the bottom so that way it doesn't burn.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And it's an anchor.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna get a nice. How many? I'm not gonna fill all these. Actually, I'm gonna start with. What do you think?
See how we go, because
Oh, I'm getting eggs.
we're eating one of them.
We'll start
And,
with
I mean-
two. We'll start with two, and we're gonna see what happens.
I'm glad I cut those thicker than, I thought I cut these too thick, but as you can see, even like a ½ inch one has shrunk down. Oh, it's very soft. I think these are going to be lovely.
So how are we layering this?
I believe it is eggplant, meat sauce, cheese. Eggplant, meat sauce, cheese.
Bechamel.
Where's the best? I should go after.
The bechamel is the top layer, and then you grate like Parmesan cheese on top.
What? No, you put it in the middle.
So it's the
Do you?
eggplant, meat sauce, and the cheese mixture, the bechamel. Then eggplant, meat sauce, bechamel.
Okay.
Or cheese sauce, but yeah, we're all talking the same thing, different language. Right church, wrong pew.
Right church, wrong pew.
Oh, rice, okay.
What's that?
That means the rice is ready.
That's the rice.
You didn't burn anything, see? You love rice.
Looks like we're having beer and booze. These have to go into a container. If I can find one large enough.
I love this. You know how much fun I'm having right now?
The best.
Hanging out with other women, talking about stuff.
Making stuff.
Are we not doing grated Parmigiano in between, or is that just for the top? Okay, wait, what are the breadcrumbs for?
Top.
So I just need them for the top, okay. Okay, how am I gonna do this picture now? How am I gonna squeeze this?
I want to drizzle it with a,
Ah, shit.
I used this to mix it originally, but
It's a tiny little.
Here we go. Parmesan cheese, ladies and gentlemen.
you rock.
Baby, please. Da-da-da-da,
Ah,
Parmesan.
lucky.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, let me add this bird.
Look at that. Come on.
They're looking good?
Oh,
Yeah, I love
come
your
on.
enthusiasm.
I
It's
love it.
insane.
Now you like Greek cuisine now, right?
Well,
Where did you go with?
She's had an Italian slant the whole
Well,
time,
Iceland.
and I love it.
I just want to say though, the Southern Italians are Greek.
Oh yeah,
They're what?
The Southern Italians are Greek.
They're Greek.
and the Northern Italians are Nordic.
Or German. Yeah,
German,
exactly.
yeah.
Same thing. Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna.
Are these all of our eggplant?
Yeah.
We're making one.
Oh, maybe go heavy on the sauce. And I didn't even think of it because I just said empty them all off. But you looking at it now, going, yeah, that's
Like
and more sauce, more white sauce.
more bechamel?
Yeah.
How many layers is this traditionally?
Well, it says 1/4. Oh, but this is for one of the big ones. So it says 2 more layers of eggplant.
So 4 layers altogether? 3?
Yeah.
4 layers?
3
altogether?
total. 3 total.
Okay.
Yeah. And we top with the parm and the. Whoa! Wait a minute. What? I was looking at the 2 and 2. We were supposed to put 5 eggs in here.
Whatever. It's fine.
I think it's going to be just fine. More
Usually custard,
sauce.
right? Usually custard is done with just egg whites, though, so I think it's fine. I think it's
I do
beautiful. Yeah. we
Once it
tried
cools, and then it's supposed to be melty in there anyhow. That's a culinary term, melty. Okay, like that looks so satisfying right now. I'm not kidding.
Right?
Oh.
That's not parm. What is that?
This part?
That's parm?
Sheldon Creek parm.
Oh,
Parmesan style cheese.
Parmesan style.
One more, eh?
Look at how beautiful. I love
Was
this.
that's only 3 layers?
That's 3 layers.
Okay, so
We
you're
can make
topping with
another, like,
sauce.
do we have something little? We can make a tiny little one. I think so.
Yeah, I think we can do 3 layers in here too. With the little like saucier or whatever, however we want to do
You
it.
think
Sorry.
so?
What
Or
else
is there
did
like
we
a
use?
smaller? Do you have one that's like small? Like you usually see them for like a big muffin or something like that?
Yeah, we don't.
Oh.
I'm almost positive we don't. Let me think about it. No.
No. Oh, is this one smaller? No, it's not.
Not much. I think you can do it.
You think so?
I do. I don't know. I'll go this way. Whoops. Oh, you need more sauce?
I do
on
need more
top?
sauce
And then the cheese and the breadcrumbs.
And then the cheese.
Okay. I can do that part of it. What kind of work? Teamwork. Darryl, sun's supposed to come by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh come on! I'm
Okay,
having
so
much
eggplant,
fun.
meat, cheese. Eggplant, meat, cheese. Okay. And then the last one with the cheese sauce is the parm and the chapelure. How would you say breadcrumbs at the time?
know, I forget. Bread de
I only
crumb.
know it in French. You said like the bread de crumb.
Bread de crumb.
A la crumbly in the bread.
Oh, come on, look at how beautiful. I can't even handle that. Katie, do you want to do breadcrumbs and cheese?
I said that earlier, but you were
That's-
so absorbed.
into
yeah.
the process that I couldn't
Anyone blame
even handle anything. Okay, I'll make
So
another
I
one.
would
We're gonna
say-
see how it is. I
Yeah.
don't know if I can do 3. I'm gonna try.
Well, 3 is bursting out of the pan right now, so I mean,
That's fair, actually.
you know.
Okay, I'll make it more meaty. Okay, so that's more meaty at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, okay, there's
Okay.
your trace, your base, I mean.
Now put maybe some spaces in between.
Bake uncovered for an hour? What? This is all warm to begin with. But the flavors have to talk to each
They
other.
have to marry.
Have to marry. You want to marry me? Buy me dinner. There's a saying my mother always said, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
That's right. That's very true.
That's bullshit.
Oh my god, we're on camera. I
That's why I
still
said
think
it
it's
quietly.
through stomach. I still think it's through the
I do too.
stomach. You're funny though.
I'm giving us too much credit. Not just that stuff. Because see, it is a little bit watery here, but that's going to firm up. I am putting it on a sheet.
I'm actually having bad headaches.
Yeah, put it on a
It's
sheet.
not pretty,
Do I need to move out of the way?
I'd be hopeful.
I think you were right. I think I might be able to do it.
That's
I
the worst.
think you can.
Other than I need to do it from here.
She's doing better now.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring them up.
Yeah, she's doing a lot better. She has a lot more energy. It's beautiful.
I think it makes precisely 2.
Didn't know. So.
And this recipe is for one big baking dish. Like it's for a dish this size.
Right?
Yeah,
I would say.
Women who are pregnant, their body craves certain things. It's an anti-crave on it.
Yeah.
So you just have to listen to your body.
Yeah,
At least not eating flakes or something.
it's just, yeah, gummy worms just in it. Well, she doesn't use it.
This one's going to be done in just a second, so I'll pop them in the oven together.
Just for the
Are we pre-baking that one to sell?
Oh, yeah.
This one's going in first. This is
I don't know. That's up to Risha. I don't know. What do you think? Usually lasagnas are pre-baked, are they? No.
This is ready to go in the oven to be served.
67.
I don't know. That's a
I
very
don't
good
either.
question.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful. Look at the beautiful thing.
Yep. Work of art.
Okay, just this last one is gonna be. Look, I don't know.
Get ready, Dad. It's coming.
That's
Well,
just the way it
the
has
sauce
to
on
be.
top, no one's gonna notice. Put some cheese in the middle, or some sauce, and then yeah, that's
Yeah, I got it.
it's how we figure things out.
What's singing right now?
The oven is ready. It's preheated.
Oh, already? You just turned it on. That's crazy. Do I need an oven like that?
Yeah, you do. It was warm already, but it's guess what I forgot.
This is the one we should eat, though. Do you know what I mean? Okay, Norini.
Now some of our world famous handmade breadcrumbs. From our beautiful mini tostas. Con farina di trigo.
What did you do? Breadcrumbs first? No, cheese first.
Yeah. I'm all about even distribution, like borderline OCD.
Okay, yeah. No, I got you. That will not be a problem.
Excellent.
Okay, let's try this Parma.
Yeah, what do you think? Is it Parmy? Not as sharp.
And it's dry, maybe not as aged.
If I'm not mistaken, do we let it sprinkle it first?
I have no idea. Okay, wait. Are my breadcrumbs for sprinkling?
Yeah.
If you wanted to leave this gluten-free though,
Absolutely, because I used rice flour.
so if you wanted to leave this gluten-free, you could like just omit the breadcrumbs at the top, and we use rice flour instead of flour. Okay, we are gravy. We are golden. We are marvelous. I'm really
And we don't
actually.
have fresh parsley, so I'm doing the dried parsley to bake it.
Okay.
Okay, so you're honestly what?
I'm really impressed with how these turned out.
Oh, I
Do we
think so.
put them, want to put them on like one single baking sheet, both of them on one single, or no?
I would ask Michelle if we're going to package that.
Rochelle, is this like Rach? I have an inquiry. Are these going to be like pre-cooked, ready to go?
Yes, we're gonna cook them all today, right now.
Okay, so just
We have two.
everything is cooked.
There's two of them, we made two?
That's it, yeah. So
Well,
this
what's
is,
the third one? What do we do with the third one?
there's
You
no
got some
third.
ingredients.
Yeah, we'll figure something out with that.
Do you have zucchini? That would go nice with zucchini.
Just, you know
We don't
what, we
have
have
any
a ton of
Yeah.
frozen spinach in the back freezer.
Do you have maybe potatoes? Do you have any lasagna sheets?
What's this? Why don't we use these eggplants and just take a little mini one with these, like, these ones that are you gonna put them in your thing?
Yeah, I'll put them in the thing.
She's really
She wants that thing.
What thing?
You know,
No, I mean
you
you're
have a few eggplants here that are being crushed,
Yeah.
but you can use this as your layer of eggplant instead of the other layer of eggplant.
instead of making another jar, because that's not going to make a full jar.
That's not there. Oh, yeah. Okay, but likewise, that's gonna make like half of a layer.
But
That would
right
be
now
all
we're
right.
just winging
How
it
much
to use
of
up this
sauce
stuff.
of this do we have?
I could
So
probably.
you could just make a little mini one.
Yeah.
Just make a little mini one in a bowl or something. See that bean crock pot on top, the brown one? Because it's skinny enough, and you can just layer it in that. You can cook it in that, and that'll be the one we have for stuff. This is mine. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Just give this a dust through. There's nothing in it. It's clean. So it's using some of those and layering it. Are you down with that? You really don't want to.
Oh well,
It's not a lot.
Well, we have to cook this. That's
Right.
the only thing.
Right.
If that's what you want to do.
Completely up to you. And yes, one cookie sheet will do it.
I'm not sure now. You guys have me all like I'm not sure.
I know. I totally hear you.
I mean, we can.
Or we could combine the cheese and the meat mixtures. And serve it with rice.
That's another option.
Pardon?
That's another option. I would just do what Rochelle thinks, but we have to cook these, so I could cook them right now.
Yeah.
But then they just won't taste like traditional moussaka. When you put these in like this, eh? That's it.
Yeah, drain them. Rinse
Oh.
and drain.
Oh, I mean, what do you cook them on again?
These.
So it's on, and all you did was dehydrate them, right?
Well, yeah, really, I just put it on a week at 490. Yeah. Yeah, it's been high because I looked last week. Maybe not in that for all of us. Well, I did the premiere. I'll have a majority premiere because I didn't have it yesterday.
Okay.
No need nor desire. Okay, yeah. I'm not to one today, I'm 9 to 3 tomorrow, so, I'll ask you something. What's supposed to be 9 to 1 today? No, I don't do that anymore, not done. I make it another hour, then I go tomorrow shift. Oh, yeah. No, we're not done. I'm not yet. I know what you're saying. There's a flat spot on these for reasons. Yeah, and you have to take the six off before you wash them. Because we will use them. Okay, but I was just thinking,
What?
there is some very stale bread.
Oh, you do it with olive oil?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what about the bread? Oh, yeah. I just got every little bite of what you were eating and it looks fantastic. For the tomato garlic sourdough.
Yeah, let's do that. I will cut sections of the bread and it'll be like a makeshift, like,
French onion
or something.
/ something. So,
Well, then in that case, I think we could just use like a normal layering thing.
Yeah.
Like this. What do you think?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, wait, how long did you put these in for?
Like put them for, like the timer right now is 4 minutes. So
That's
I would do
hot.
that, it's warm, yes. Underneath,
So wait, do I just open this and put them in there?
slide them onto a rack.
What, the top one or the bottom one? Or it doesn't matter?
Bottom one is probably easier to get at.
The heat, it's a convection, so the heat distributes evenly.
Yeah.
Did you make a little mini one? Did you make a little mini one?
Well, we don't have the eggplant
We're
left.
gonna do that with
With
eggplant
that?
and stale bread.
It's a good idea.
Yeah,
It's gonna be so good.
You're welcome.
I bet you it is gonna be actually
It's gonna be
really
so
She
good.
had a big mouthful of apple and cheese, and I come over and I said, well, there's some stale bread over there we can find. Oh, yeah, go get that.
The actual, are you gonna use the crumbs, those toasted? You're gonna use the
Well, no,
sourdough
the
because
toast
there
is
is
so on
sourdough,
top.
the sourdough.
there's sour.
I've already made crumbs with that.
And it's like, it's a weird thing where like, you ever notice, I don't know if you noticed, the bottom of the fridge soups are better than if you go and get all the things fresh from the grocery store. Like when you have to use a little bit of this, use a little. So maybe this is like gonna be like the best thing ever.
I think it is gonna be the best thing ever.
Fridge and pantry magic.
Fridge
What
and
we call it.
pantry
So we don't need
magic.
this.
Well, we're interested in that for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy,
quick,
we
quick.
saw that.
That's okay.
It looks like it's probably liquid gold, though.
It is.
What is that?
It's medicine for my wrists right now. Not my wrists, but yeah. I'm just gonna add it to my.
Your finger
The
ribs?
cream.
Like my knuckles are like just killing me.
Oh, I know.
This is.
I have arthritis, but I've also got the start of, what is that, carpal tunnel? So I get those
those spasms that, like electrical shocks when I do certain things.
I wonder if I snapped this when I was putting the pigments together.
Muscle strain is weird like that because it's not like in the movies where you go like, ugh. It's like it just it's like you pull it and then days later it hurts. Eh? It's weird.
And it always hurts worse the second day.
Okay, one last cool second day. Oh yeah, that's gonna be lovely.
Right?
Wouldn't your ancestors from the other side are just smiling at you right now?
Calabria, yeah, I think they are.
I think so.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice. Okay, let me see how my eggplants are doing. Literally 1 more minute, I think they're done.
We're having
Yeah, that would be good. Now this has to go to the table. We just can't find it.
no, where there is one. People on this plate. Underneath it, you're
Should I dry out this bread?
yeah, we might as well before it comes out of all this.
Or like just bake like kind of croutons so that way when I'm putting the layers on,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm
And then
saying?
some rice, yeah, I think that's perfect.
I love this.
Yes, so,
Okay, look at on the right hand side underneath that box. In the back, those have those tight lids on them.
Well, is this plate too late? Oh, it's one of the other.
You just put your eggplants in it.
Right? Where can I put that? Like as it's hot? Where may I put it?
I was putting it on top of this guy.
Okay. I think it's ready. Is that where I put it?
Yeah.
Does that look ready? Yeah.
I'd say so.
Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna put some bread in.
Okay. And you know what?
So to put the breadcrumbs, to make those, what do we do? Same thing and just put them in there for what?
Yeah, like not long.
Not long.
At 445 degrees, I set the timer for 3 minutes.
Yeah. That's it, eh?
Yeah. Because it's got a fan blowing. You turn the fan down, actually.
Yes. They will crumble and die.
First of all, love this knife, love this cutting board. There's a lot of things that I love right
I
now,
know, that's a gorgeous knife.
right?
I just got it on for 10 right now as it's already pre-heated, so it's ready for you.
I could do this every day.
I
Come
know.
back every day. We'll do some other recipe.
Every day I'm down.
This is so fun. So fun.
Those are How long does it take to cook them for?
Pardon?
How long does it take to cook them for?
It says bake about an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, but those are, these
Those
are,
smaller, so I think we put the timer on for half an hour. But you're not cooking it at 425.
no, that was to do the eggplant.
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm
enough.
going to put this in my bath water.
What is it?
That's brilliant. Pardon?
Something smells, I don't know. Different.
Could be black olive, could be, that's one I think tomato and,
I guess I'll just cut them all though, just for good measure.
yeah,
As
that
well.
one's tomato and garlic. I
Well,
think.
this one's kind of gooey.
Yeah, it's because it's a focaccia, just sort of. Focaccia is only good like the first, like, it's not good for fries.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, so then what? I put it in there, you said 3 minutes, doesn't take long, right?
Nope.
You wanna watch, you wanna
Anything,
watch
keep
it?
a
You wanna
close
cook
eye.
with a bit of oil or?
No. So they do for paninis, it's actually you don't put any oil on it at all. You just sort of dry it really nice.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, those for a few seconds and then we'll turn it down for these guys to 350.
You got dark sky.
Hold the sauce. Okay, so that's nice. We'll kind of like mix in the breadcrumbs with a little bit of this.
Yeah, I'm putting some of this on my thumbs. I'm rubbing that.
Yeah, that on your, you have a sore spot too?
Oh, yeah. Comes another wave. What time is it?
It is 20 to 2. Wow, the
Wow.
time sure flew by.
I know, it's crazy.
Crazy. I'm just helping myself with this apple.
Yeah. This is, yeah, that's how we got mold on it anyway, so we're gonna do that. Done with this guy. And it needs a good wipe.
Okay, so we're done, maybe, eh? Like, does it show?
What's that?
Can we just show what the thing looks like and we can terminate
Yes.
our show?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I guess so.
How about forgetting it was even on?
Yeah.
There we go. So, thank you ladies for assembling. We're gonna eat, but this is what they look like, so we can show people what the final product, what moussaka is, and then our jar of, what's the Italian name for this?
Melanjana.
Melanjana and moussaka. That looks so good. That looks so good. Okay,
Right.
that's gonna cook for an hour at whatever. 350.
Whatever.
At 350, but in this oven we'll cook it at 325 for about, I'm gonna say 30 minutes. We should check it for
Yeah.
goodness.
Sounds like
Yeah, perfect.
Thank
Awesome. Thanks everybody.
Do you need, does she need a lid?
Could I put this through?
Yeah.
Okay.